Hey, everybody, and welcome to the Seal Podcast, episode number 321 for Friday, May the 14th? 15th,
15.
2026. My name is Fraser. I'm joined on my left by Pilch,
Hello.
on my right by Dave,
Hello.
and underneath by Neil.
Hello.
Oh, sexy. Everyone all right?
Mm-hmm.
Yeah. I just looked at my
feel like
fantasy
yes.
football team. So
I feel like I can hear some background noise. Has anyone got football on in the
looks
background?
like Pilch is making his fucking packed lunch.
Pilch needs chocolate to cheer himself up from the technical difficulties. I understand. It's fair enough.
It weren't me making a noise because my mic was muted, so don't blame me for that one.
Oh, okay. Welcome back to the show, everyone. I hope you're well. Thanks for joining us. I didn't make it last week, but you guys had a show.
We had a
Yes.
shit
Slightly,
show and a show.
just slightly more technical difficulties than this week.
Well, Dave was not supposed to be on it, and we took so long to get on that he come home.
Yeah, I know. I couldn't work out what was going on because I was out, and then I was following on my phone that you guys were having all the difficulties. Then it was started, and Dave was on. I was like, wait, what? I couldn't.
No, I wasn't going to be back in time for the start, and then by the time
And then the
we
start
we
was
actually
delayed.
started, yes, I was
Good.
there. So
Yeah.
I thought, instead of like just going, I could just play some computer games. I was like, no, I'll join the podcast and help
Good
them
for
out.
you, Dave. Well, yeah, it's
Can you
great.
move your camera, Fraser, please, so that you're more
Why?
central? Because you look really weird on the screen. That's
That better?
Yeah, thank you.
Right. All right, let's get cracking then, because we've lost a little bit of time here. Neil, football, let's go.
Football.
Come on, hurry up.
I can't show you last week's scores.
Oh, he's done it again. Why don't you
Oh,
just
my
write down
I'm
last
the
week's
one who
scores?
keeps putting games on a Friday fucking night when we're recording, which means the table's got 0 points for everyone for last week.
Well,
I got
maybe we should
81
ask them to
points.
release a schedule so that we know ahead of time that they're
Well, we're
games
not
on
going to change the
Fridays.
time of the fucking show, are you? That's just the web page I go to is their web page, and it has the live score, which is 0 for everyone, except it's not really.
No, I know, but why don't you grab it before like the game week changes?
Because
You're too busy messaging us at lunchtime to ask who's coming on the show.
I did grab it, but it's set up for their website, not the website of our website where I have it pictures. So I can see it, but I can't show it on the screen. because
Okay,
it
this
looks
is an
weird.
audio podcast, so it doesn't really matter.
All right, well, some people do watch.
Them people.
Weirdos. We love people who watch.
So what do we
anyway,
know? I'll tell you.
last
Well, I
week-
can remember one score from last week.
I know
Would
you
like to
can
tell
remember
what it
your
was?
score because it was amazing.
Oh, thanks for saying that, Neil. I appreciate that.
But it was 14 points better than me, which was not good because we played each other in the cup.
Yeah, boy.
Yeah, and I played him in the head-to-head. I thought my
Right.
70-something points was going to be all right, but oh no.
Oh
No.
no.
No,
All the
so top
fucking
score went to
donkeys-
Fraser.
all the
I'm looking
donkeys
at it
in
now.
All the donkeys in my team decided to perform this week.
Oh, and this week apparently.
So far.
Oh, Andy Cox in the chat. He says only losers watch.
I think if I'd have
Spot on.
bench boost, I would have beat you. But we can't all bench boost, can we? And do
No.
triple
had
captains.
triple
and
captains.
captains as well.
Fraser
Triple
triple
captain,
captain Doku.
They only
last
gave me
week.
an extra 12. Still
Uh,
would have beaten you.
12. Oh yeah, because he only came on as a sub, didn't he, in the second?
I had
game?
about 30 points on the bench.
I had 19 points on my
Annoying.
bench, but I bench boosted, but I just didn't bother putting it because I was.
Oh,
Bench
you
boosted,
bench boosted.
I
okay.
didn't
So,
sort out my team.
Fraser,
So.
Fraser, what was your score? I didn't catch it.
106.
106. Wow. Okay. That's
The
Yeah.
average was quite low,
Uh,
I think, of about 60 something. I think. Well, I say that's not actually quite low. That's quite a good score for an average.
65
Average,
was
that's
the
all right.
average.
Yeah,
was
that's a
some-
good average.
There was double game week though, wasn't there? So it's
Well, sort of.
going to be higher.
But Man City decided to play their B team in the second game, so it wasn't really a double game week for most of the players.
Yours-
I think
your
Semenyo
BT.
played.
Well, yeah,
Semenyo
Semenyo
and
played.
Gahey played. I had.
Yeah, I
those
had
guys
both them.
on.
Yeah,
Yeah,
well,
there you go.
they're the ones
Yeah.
that's the people outside the top 50k have those sort of players.
Oh,
People in the top
sorry.
50k going for like, different
Fucking
players.
company.
That's why they're higher up. But yeah, so it paid to be one of those, the less good players, I guess, in that double game week. They got more points. So yeah, you beat me in the cup. I got a 92 last week, which is a pretty good score, but yeah, it wasn't 106. So,
Wasn't good enough though, was it?
well, no, not for that, but it was. I think it might have been enough to finish second in the league on the week, but you just got somewhat fortunate in the second game, particularly. It was 87 points each.
Yeah, I know. We were
Before
going
the second game, before the last game, which was the extra game.
I was trying to work it out. I was like, the only way this is going to do, I need Haaland to do nothing and Doku
Yeah.
to do something. That's how.
Luckily for you, Haaland didn't even fucking play. So there we go. Yeah. Yeah.
Right on.
So I just saw the lineup and went, oh,
Yeah.
fuck.
Fuck.
Well, O'Reilly didn't even play, right? He wasn't
No,
even on
exactly.
the bench. What's
Oh,
wrong? Is
no,
he
Haaland.
injured?
That's two of my players didn't play.
No, but Haaland was at least on the bench. But what happened to
Yeah.
O'Reilly?
Oh,
Why
I
was-
think he's just he needed a rest and he didn't want to be tempted to play him, I
Aw.
guess.
Did he need? Did
He's
the,
been quite
did
good,
the
hasn't he?
£50,000 a week footballer need a rest?
Yeah, I've got the FA Cup final tomorrow.
Oh,
Well, you might not be saying tomorrow.
I don't give a shit. We're going to win that tomorrow.
You ain't.
Oh yeah.
Yeah.
We weren't supposed to win the. We weren't supposed to be the best team in the world, but we won that. Didn't
Well,
we?
I've got news for you. You're not.
We are. It's on the
Well,
badge.
no,
mate.
just because.
Literally,
All right, don't
literally
start
says
with
on
that
our
bollocks.
shirt that we're the
Oh.
best team in the world.
It doesn't say that. Do you know what other things it said? Carlsberg claimed to probably be the best lager in the world, but I'm telling you what, that's bollocks too.
Well, probably doesn't mean definitely, though, does it?
Well, it doesn't say that you're
literally say-
definitely the best team
It
in the
does.
world.
It literally says Chelsea are the best team in the world.
It does not say that.
Word for word.
That is not what it says. It says World Club Cup Champions, the competition that was a big fucking joke. So there we go.
Wow.
Should have even been in it. Don't even know why you were. Weren't even in
They
the
were the
top
best team in
five
the
of the
world.
fucking.
Well, I think it's quite clear why we were in it, because we fucking won it, dude.
Okay. Anyway, let's move on. This is boring for most people. So yeah, I'm still top. Anthony moved up to second. Fraser, you moved up to third. Luch dropped out to fourth. He only got
Yeah, we gotta
66,
push that
which I think
septic
was the
down.
average. And then top five, Adam got back up to the top five. So it's 2-2-4-6 for me, 2-1-4-3 for you, Anthony, 2-1-3-0 for you, 2-1-2-2 for Luch, and 2-0-6-9. That's where it gets a bit close. From fifth to like ninth, it's quite fifth to eighth, it's quite close, and then there's a little bit of a gap to Andy, but only 13 points. So there's definitely some potential for moving around of positions. But hopefully, I think I've got enough to just make it home at the end. You never guess who's bottom.
Kev.
No, it's not Kev.
Gar.
Yes. He is 103 points behind Mike.
He's checked out, hasn't he?
I mean, he's got. Yes.
Oh, sorry, Kev. I'm doing Kev a disservice.
You
He's got
are.
like 250 points on Gary.
Yes. Yeah, Mike is second from bottom, and Will is third from bottom. He must have given up. He's got too many Forest players. Anyway, that's the main league. Head-to-head wise, I won my head-to-head match, and Mark did not. So I think I've won the head-to-head league. So there's only 2 games left, and I'm 8 points clear. So that is me done in that.
Well done. Congratulations.
Mark is second, and he's uncatchable in second. Then there's, it could get tasty there from third onwards for a few places. They could switch around quite a bit depending on how things go in the next couple of weeks.
Yeah.
Currently, it's Andy in third on 66. Luch is 64. Andy's Elusive Man is also on 64. And then it's Fraser on 63. And Lou
Who's
61.
Andy playing? Oh, Andy's playing the average, so he's probably going to win that. Yeah, what a wanker. Hopefully he doesn't watch the show.
Oh, listen, apparently. Yeah, so quick mention. Oh shit! Yeah, the cup. You can't see the cup. Yeah, you beat me 106 to 88 because I took a -4. Mark Allput beat Mr. Biles here, 70 points to 66, and Anthony beat Adam. And yeah, Chipper Spice beat Luciano. So the semi-final lineup is Mark versus Fraser and Chipper versus Anthony. He said he resembles that remark. Don't know if he meant that. Hopefully not right this second.
So that's the cup then. So I'm
that was the cup.
you know, all
You're
right.
in the
So
cup semi-final.
still in with a cup. Yeah, okay,
Yeah.
all right. Oh, I'm still
Could
in the
win the
cup
cup.
as well in my other league. That's good too. Oh, I'm playing Sparky. Nice.
You're in another league.
What?
I'm my original league I've been in for like 20 years.
Couldn't win that one, so he thought it comes on this one.
I've won that one a lot.
I'm in
Yes.
another league as well.
Yeah,
A league of
Right.
one.
and he's last.
I
gonna win it?
always win. Yeah, well, probably not, to be honest. Lose to the average. Like, fuck.
All right, what do we got to look forward to in football this weekend then?
So
Neil?
there's a game
Cup, we
going
got the
on
cup?
right now. There's
Yeah.
FA Cup tomorrow. There's no other game, well, no Premier League games on Saturdays. Just the cup final gets a day all to itself. Where it used to have a whole weekend all to itself, like after the whole league had finished. It actually was the FA Cup final in the old days.
Yep.
But now they have to squeeze it in around the all-important Premier League. So yeah, the rest of there's one game Monday, 2 games on Wednesday, I think, or one Tuesday, one Wednesday, however it works out, and then what does that leave? 6 for Sunday.
Yeah, it's quite a few.
So you can watch
You guys-
all 20 remaining Premier League games on Sky. Apparently, I got an email. I was like, well, considering quite a few of them are on at the same time, it's quite difficult to watch. Certainly, the last day it'll be quite hard to watch 10 games all at the same time.
It's hard. You have to go. I mean, I do this for a living, right? I watch as many games as I can. You have to
You
go
do
into
this for a
radios-
living?
Well, what I mean, like every weekend, I try and watch most of the games, right? Even though, and the problem is, you'll be watching. You come back to watch them later. Can you do that? Watch them on demand from Sky?
Probably on Sky, but now TV's a bit of a faff. You have to wait, probably. I don't know, to be fair. I've not really tried. They might be available.
Problem is, you watch a game later, and the commentators sit there and tell you what's happening in the other games and screw it all over for you. So
that's a shame.
It should be illegal. All right, let's move on from football then. If we're done, are we done? Yeah, we're done.
Yeah.
Okay.
We're not going to talk about what you've done. Changes, anything for this week?
No, we're running late. Who gives a shit? Come on, let's just get going.
Right. Well, I just saw that I've gone up 10,000 places, but my changes cost me minus 20 points.
Oh, here we go. I'm so great.
Stop, does he?
It's minus 24 for my transfer so far, because like the one player I took out is on for 13 points, and the player I brought in isn't playing yet. And the other one I took out has scored. One's scored and set one up and getting free bonus, and one scored. 2 players that I've taken out. Thankfully, one I kept that I was going to get rid of has scored. So,
all right, you got that out of your system?
Bukayo Saka better fucking score a hat-trick. That's what I'm saying.
Well, I can tell you that's not going to happen.
Okay, we'll see.
It'll be Gyökeres.
Yeah, because that was the move I was going to... There was 2 moves.
That's who I just put in.
I was going to swap Watkins. I was like, I could swap Watkins for Gyökeres, and that's no hit, and that I'd get the extra Arsenal player in. But I really want Bukayo Saka. So I had to take a 4-point hit to get Bukayo Saka, which meant I took out Morgan Rogers and Virgil van Dijk. And they've both scored like quite a few points. And Watkins has scored a goal at least, I guess. No pressure, Bukayo. Come on, Starboy. Do your business.
All right, we're good?
Yeah.
All right.
Pilt's gone to play darts or something.
Yeah, I know. Let's move on to listen.
Finish. Come on.
Right, talking to that mic there, son. All right.
This one.
Let's move on to... That's the one. Remember the mic? Okay. Let's move on to listener stuff. Just wondering says, did you have any say in the first computer/games console that arrived in the house when you were younger? And how did you source games for it? Was it easy enough to copy games to help keep the games flowing, or was piracy frowned upon? I reckon We've
I don't think
probably
piracy was
all
frowned
got
upon.
the same. I can tell you.
well,
I
I've got
I read.
slightly different. I'm slightly younger than you guys, so yeah.
Okay. Well, yeah, you're a cartridge era, right? So, or
Mm,
well, I'll tell you in a nutshell. My first main one was a Spectrum. Was piracy frowned upon? I don't think my parents had any idea what I was doing with that computer. And did I pirate games? Allegedly, I pirated pretty much every game I played on that system. So there you go. A
Yeah.
lot,
Yeah.
a lot. Not all, but a lot. You know, you get games for Christmas and stuff like that, which would be great. But
So I mean, the games literally were like £10, as I recall.
yeah, I
A
mean,
full
I would
price
buy it.
game on the Spectrum or Commodore 64 was £10.
Yeah, and I couldn't afford to buy those very often. I bought tons of Mastertronic games.
£2.
Yeah, the
£2 cassettes. Yeah,
199s
I
down
got
the
a lot.
newsagent.
Yeah, I got quite a few of them.
Occasionally,
Yeah.
one would be okay.
I feel like there was one that was really good. I can't fucking remember what it was now.
On my console, didn't even have a disc or a game or a cassette or anything because it was a ZX81.
Well, you can't play many games on that thing.
Well, no, they did have games. You had to program in yourself though. 10
Yeah.
go to 20. 20 go to something else. So you spent 3 hours typing. You had to get a book. You got instead of a. So you got a book with it, and it had loads of programs, loads of games in the book, and you had to copy the code into the ZX81
That was the same on the Spectrum as well.
out of the book.
But yeah.
Oh, you could buy games for the Spectrum.
Yeah, you
No,
couldn't.
but you could also buy books to code the games yourself.
We did that on we had a Commodore 64. That was our first computer. I don't remember asking for one.
I coded
Then
a
it-
couple of games on the
and
Spectrum,
then it'd
but
say
it
it
was
didn't
so much
work.
work.
Yeah.
And you had to go
Yeah.
back through about 400 lines of code to see
Yeah.
which one you put the wrong fucking thing in.
There was one in
So
the
annoying.
magazine. I reckon it must have been printed wrong because we went through that thing. I don't know how many fucking times and checked it and checked it and checked it and checked it, and it was exactly what we typed in.
Yeah,
But it
and
didn't
they're
fucking
sitting there
work.
in their little office, absolutely pissing themselves,
Right,
knowing that.
Pilch, you're gonna hate me for this. I'm
What?
sorry, but your mic sounds like trash. I
It's
don't know.
yeah.
How?
It's doing that buzzy thing.
What buzzy thing? Not the old,
It's
the
crackly.
old buzzy
Crackly
thing.
buzzy thing that
What? The
occasionally
old
happens.
buzzy thing that when
Yeah.
I
And
used to
you're
use my
quiet, too.
MacBook. Right, you carry on, do the questions, and I'm gonna fuck this off and go back to my old way.
Yeah,
He's gonna
get
go and
those-
play
get
darts.
All right. Okay. So that's sorry. Did that answer
So-
the question, Dave? Dave, you were
So
gonna go?
so my older brother, 7 years older, basically got into the computer ZX Spectrum, and I was kind of playing games, but I had no say in it or whatever. That was his. So my first games console was a Sega Mega Drive.
Right.
So yeah, that was my console. I was quite young, probably like 9 or something. And yeah, so I basically just got games through Christmas, birthdays, things like that. When I was not so naughty that I deserve a video game.
Right.
And yeah, so and then I soon went from that to a PC because my mum soon realised that I had a lot more patience for like doing the PC because she used it for work, but I had a natural talent for messing about with it and getting it to
Yeah,
work.
you were getting stuck in there, right? Yeah.
So she used it, but I had access to it to play games and stuff, and it was a very early one.
Was it a
couldn't even get, like,
DX2?
I don't
Or is
know,
it
I don't know.
Pentium?
It was a Pentium 2,
Right.
I think. Very early. The old just floppy disks, 3.5-inch floppy disks.
It had a hard
Um,
drive in it, but it was probably like 10 gigabytes or something.
maybe
No
stupid.
way.
not a
156
lot.
meg.
We definitely started on Windows 3.11. 3.11. So
There were no
which was
gig hard drives back then.
Well, they had
No.
hard drives, definitely, but they weren't.
Oh yeah, but they weren't gig. They were
No.
like 250 meg or something.
it was
256.
yeah. So but yeah, that's where I sort of got me interested in computing games and stuff. So yeah, so
Right.
I started on a mouse system, but yeah, I was given access to the PC because I could be bothered to work it out and get the
Oh,
mouse driver
do you
to
remember
work.
doing that
via
old
DOS.
EMM 386 and all that shit, and MMX fucking whatever it was to make DOS
Clear.
Pro? Oh, you had Windows, so you didn't actually do that, did you? That was DOS days.
Mm.
You had to fucking
Windows 3.11 was still heavily based on DOS.
Yeah, it was just
stuff as well. So
a GUI.
yeah. I remember clearing memory, installing mouse and sound drivers in DOS to get Theme Park to work.
Yeah.
So
That's
Yeah.
why. That's why it's to tell people these days we're very fortunate on how things are working these days compared to how they used to be. We have short memories on just how fucking awful it used to be, right? Getting stuff to work.
Well,
particularly in
even your Amiga,
PCs.
you had to load up the fucking OS on a disc, didn't you, before you could do anything?
On
Right.
the early ones, yeah. On the
Yeah.
later ones, they've soon got hard drives and stuff put into them.
I don't know if it was hard drives. It was probably a ROM
Yeah,
or
no
something.
hard drives. Yeah, no,
Was
there
it?
was. Yeah.
Blimey, that must have fancy Amiga.
They're still using. People are still using them as passion projects and stuff, and still updating them, getting them on the internet and stuff.
Yeah.
Right on.
Crazy.
Okay, cool.
Yeah, so
All right,
we
thanks
had
for
a
that.
Commodore anyway.
Oh, sorry, did you not
Yeah.
answer?
Well, I said we had a Commodore 64, but like...
Oh, you were all well in the piracy game then, weren't you?
Well, not to start with. I did buy I'd bought The Last Ninja for 10 quid, and I bought like some 2 quid games, like you say, but then... much like you can still go to the library and get proper games for your PS5, back in those days, yeah, libraries did cassette games. So there was a thing called the freeze machine, which we had, which I don't know was 30 quid or something, but that paid for itself quite quick. We had to buy a disk drive as well. Disk drive, loads of fucking floppy disks, but you could fit like 3 cassette games onto one floppy disk. And I had fucking loads of games because we just hire everything from the library and freeze it and copy it and put it on a disc. Or, like I say, put 3 of them on a disc. And it was
now, who was driving that? Was your dad helping you with that?
No.
Just between you and your brother a bit, right?
Yeah, I feel like it. I don't really remember where it was kept. It must have been. I don't think it was in anyone's bedroom. To be honest, I can't remember. That was a long fucking time ago. But then I got an Atari ST, and I got out of the piracy game because everyone else I knew had a fucking Amiga, and that was rife. Piracy was absolutely insane on Amiga. I don't think anyone bought a game for their Amiga. It's just all copied from someone you knew. So, there you go.
It's the way it was. The Wild West. All right, thanks for that, Paul. Appreciate it. Chinny, who it was interesting to hear Chinny talking the other day on the Veteran Gamers. He's still banging on about a bidet. Did anybody listen to that?
I haven't listened this week's properly.
Yeah, he's been going on about bidets for years now. I know we've been talking about it for at least 2 or 3 years. He still hasn't got one. So this is a message to you, Chinny, right? And I was thinking about you. I did message him the other day. And
I wonder what you were doing when you were thinking about him.
Dude, you just got to get it. Don't.
I know you mentioned
that you. I know you mentioned that you miss
stuff.
It's not difficult, right? You just undo undo. You buy one. Don't look like that, Neil. I know that everything is a challenge.
Water is you like.
Right?
I like you
right,
know how
but
to do
if
this
you
shit.
but if you buy one of those ones that just go underneath the toilet seat, it has a little plumb hose bit. You just unscrew the bit for your toilet that hooks into the toilet.
You need a valve somewhere to stop the water just pissing out.
They give you that, Neil. Don't worry, it's all covered.
Just when you undo the
you
screw.
have a valve. No, you have a valve before you get the water gets to the toilet. Every tap and everything, there's a valve before it gets.
That's code. Your toilet should.
So how do you access this thing?
It's just on the pipe.
What, like a little screw thing that you turn the valve off?
Yeah.
Is there?
Yeah, you should be able to turn your valve off to your toilet, right? They plumbers know that is a good thing.
The one downstairs is not happening because that's
okay,
all right. That's not a normal toilet.
Right, Chinny, don't listen to anything that Neil is talking about.
So you might have a funky toilet like me. It's all built in behind a fucking panel.
You just isolate the water from off the mains with your stopcock. Flush the toilet. Make sure there's no water in the system. Then chop it. Put on. Maybe
you
get a
assume
plumber.
You can get to the stopcock, Dave.
Oh, for God's sake.
Anyway, all the challenges aside, for if Neil was apparently going to put one of these in, Chinny, I know you said that your missus is not sure if she's not totally on board, right? This happens all the time, right? In marriages, and I'm sure lots of people will back me up. Is the bloke wants to get something that's really cool or exciting. The missus is not entirely sure about it, and then when it comes into the house, they eventually just get used to it and they grow accustomed to it and they like it. Okay,
Like the gentlemen in their lives, yeah.
right? Like the large television I put in the living room. At first, it was like, oh, that's too big, right? Which I hear all the time. Okay,
Oh
but I
yeah, I'm
put
sure
it
you
up
do.
there on the wall. And it was fine, right? Same with the bidet. You put it in there. And the other thing as well, like people get a little bit nervous, right? They're doing something very intimate with their bottom. Okay, you're going places. You're doing something with a
You're having
bidet.
experiences that
You're
you
having,
haven't.
yeah, exactly. Dave knows. Look at the smile on his face. He knows what I'm talking about. It's exciting. It's life changing. It's like the best video game you will ever play. Okay, you have to play it. So there you go.
There's
Neil's
some dexterity control needed, and
yeah. Anyway, just go for it. Neil, you're pumping your fists, so something's happened. What is it?
Oh well, good things and bad things have happened for me. You might want to look at what's going on. You know, it was going bonkers. Went bonkers.
Did it go bonkers again?
Yeah. Yeah.
Okay,
Watkins
all
what
right.
are
got
you
another
talking
one.
about? Come on. Okay.
Virgil
Alright,
van
good.
Dijk scored again just now,
Nice.
and Szoboszlai's assisted him again. So I've just got loads of fucking points now.
All right, good.
I'm back, by the way.
Yes.
Welcome back. Oh, and your old camera too.
Yeah, because I've had to ditch
Change.
the .com shit. I'm back on the normal app
All right.
All right.
because I know it
welcome
works.
back. All right, let's move on then to what we've been doing. Just try to keep things moving along here. In no particular order. Anybody want to start?
What are we doing here? What are we doing?
Okay, I'll start. Both Dave and I have plumbing on here. I'll start. A little while ago, I talked about everyone should get these little water alarms to stick underneath their sinks and things like that, or in their
Hang on.
bathrooms. They
You didn't actually ask Chinny's question. You
Oh,
started
yeah.
No,
waffling
you
on about
didn't.
fucking B-Days.
Oh yeah. Well, that was the important bit. No one gives a shit about his question. Sorry, Chinny's question was the Star Fox announcement has made me want to go back and play Star Fox 64 again. What do you play for nostalgia, and how often do you go back?
Definitely not Star Fox 64. That I've got nightmares about that game. It drove me insane.
Really?
Yeah, it's frustrated me so much. That was back in the day when I had a Nintendo 64 and I only had enough money to buy one game every couple of months, and so I had to persevere with that game. And yeah, I hated it. I hated it, but I played it. So yeah, old game Mario Kart, just always Mario Kart. Even the new ones, they're just old nostalgia. So yeah,
I think my nostalgia games would be probably Resident Evil, older Resident. I mean, it sounds crazy because I'm playing Resident Evils now, but older Resident Evils, older Metal Gear Solids, those I really love. Just to go
Do
back
you
to and
play them though?
sorry.
Now, would you play them again now?
the remake of them or the
No,
reimagined
the
of them,
originals.
or-
Would I play them? What do you mean? I don't understand. I just literally just told you that I would play them.
It says, what do you play for nostalgia, and how often do you go back? So, when was the last time you played Resident Evil 1, the original?
Oh, I know. I wouldn't play Resident Evil 1. That's
Oh.
dog shit. I play I'm playing Resident Evil 5 right now. That's
Okay.
How far back do I have to go?
I don't know. That doesn't feel like that was that long ago.
It was 10 years ago.
I don't think it's Star Fox 64 long ago, though, is it?
But it's not far off. Star
Is
Fox
it?
64 was probably only 20 years ago, wasn't it?
I don't know.
Who knows? Anyone else?
Um,
Bit of Bubble Bobble Pilch?
oh yeah, I always still play Bubble Bubble. I don't think no, people ain't very happy about this Star Fox malarkey, are they? They just keep saying Nintendo are bloody just recycling all their games again.
Well, who else
If
does
I
that?
can,
I wonder.
if I can interject on the Star Fox thing, I watched the Star Fox thing. This game is not
Mm.
aimed for it. Star Fox. This new Star Fox reboot is not for us. Okay, that is for kids and parents who are happy to give their kids something that's kid friendly, straightforward.
Oh, I mean, a
It's
game that
it,
actually works is what you mean.
it probably works, but it's
And you
probably
might be able to
boring
finish.
and dog shit. But it's right.
What's
It's
wrong with it,
90%
then?
of games ain't worth going back to anyway, are they?
No.
old games are
If you've
old.
got a game, yeah, if you've got a game like I play R-Type and Bubble all the time, but that's because I absolutely love them. But every other game that came out in 1991 or 1988, they're all, unless it's your game, they're just shit. Every game's shit, and you can't play them. They're barely
Yeah.
playable. But if it's your game, then you love it. It doesn't matter how bad it is. But
I
if
think
it's
anything,
someone
well,
says, "Oh yeah, I play this," and then everyone else goes, "Oh, what a load of crap."
yeah.
Oh,
Which
saying that,
99% of them are a load of old crap.
yeah, an
True.
old game that I've played recently, which actually lived up to how I felt when I was playing it before, which was pretty good. Was Uno. Not even on the
What, the
computer, just
Xbox
Uno.
360?
No, just live in person.
In person
Uno.
Uno.
Yeah, we played a game of Uno the
I
other
don't
day.
think I played that until I was like 30. So
No, it's quite a good game.
yeah, it's a good game. We still play it,
Yeah,
occasionally.
was at the pub and we're just like, and a mate came over and
Your
came
mate
along.
says, "I brought Uno with me," and you're like,
I
"We're
thought,
in the
Uno,
fucking pub, mate. What are you doing?"
we're like, why? Yeah, and it's like, oh, go on. And it's like, actually, we've played it about an hour. So okay, actually, it's quite fun.
No, I think anything for me is Commodore 64 eras. That's where my nostalgia is. And I like it. There's a couple of games. Like I said, I mentioned The Last Ninja. That was an amazing looking game at the time. But fuck me, it was hard. I never finished that. That was rock hard. But there was one that it's called Impossible Mission. I think that might have been a £2 game, actually. Oh, no, maybe not. That was Electronic Arts, maybe. So it was probably a 10. Anyway.
Is that the one running around the corridors?
Yeah, well, you're like in a lift. It
Yeah.
had synthesized speech on it, so it was like at the time it's like fuck me, someone's actually
Ooh, this is the
speaking to me out of a
future.
computer.
It's like being in my dad's Maestro.
Yeah, and yeah, but you only had 6 hours to finish the game. That was the thing, and every time you died, you dropped 10 minutes, and you had to like go and search furniture and shit and find pieces of puzzles. Yeah, I never finished that, but these little fucking robots would like zoom back and forth on the platforms, and they'd all behave a bit differently. But and the rooms were random every time you played it. But there was it was a bit, I guess, what they call that. The rooms were set, but they appeared in different places every time you played it. So I don't know what that is. Similar mechanic, I think, is the use nowadays. I would say probably a bit ahead of its time, really, but it was quite good. But I never finished it.
Right. Okay. There you go, Chinny. Buy a bidet or a bidet or however I can pronounce it. And get your wife to squirt it up her arse. She'll love it.
And use the bidet.
Right. Let's move on then. Let's move on then to what we've been doing. Go on then, just in order that we can see. Go on, Neil, quiz.
We had a quiz, hair quiz.
Yep. Did you win?
No.
Okay.
We did. There was a Gen Z slang round.
Uh-oh.
So obviously there was people in the Gen Z generation that were in the pub, i.e. my daughter and her friends.
Did they mention the word slop?
Nope. Don't think that's a Gen Z slang. That's the old person word. I can't remember many of the words now. Brilliant. Basically, they gave a description of a definition, and you had to remember, name the word that the Gen Z slang is. We got 3 out of 10. My daughter's team got 1. So we felt quite good about that.
They probably can't see the wood for the trees, right?
And I thought maybe they didn't really understand the definitions that were read out. But I thought
Give us an
Whoever-
example. Come on, you must be
I
able to
can't,
remember
mate,
one.
I can't remember because the definitions were like too fucking long. I can't remember them.
Okay.
But I reckon it was just the whole thing was a bit unk.
Well, was that be one of them then?
No, it wasn't. That's why
Oh.
it was unk because that
My
wasn't in
kids
there.
were calling it unk, saying unk the other day to me. I don't know. Anyway.
Well, we all know why.
Oh, wait a second. Weren't you on that call with Stan? He was going
Yes.
unk. Is that the
Yeah.
one?
That was a couple of weeks ago. That.
Yeah, well, okay.
I think I may have
Long
brought it
time.
up.
That was a long time ago.
Yeah.
All right. Anything else?
No.
I've got plumbing on here. As I was saying just a second ago before I had to realize I'd missed a chunk of the show. Yeah, I put those water alarms in. So there, I bought a pack of them, 4 of them from Costco or from Amazon or whatever it was. And they take a little 9-volt battery. It's a simple circuit, battery to speaker, whatever. And it's just connected by some probes on the bottom. It just sits in the bottom of your it's under the sink or whatever, and if it gets wet, it completes the contact and it just sets off this buzzer, right? Really simple, cheap. They went off on Friday. That was it. So like you guys were getting ready to do the podcast, and then
Yeah, we
I
messaged
came
you like, "Are you
home.
coming on?" He's like, "No."
Nope. Because I heard an alarm and I was like, what is that? And I ran upstairs and I couldn't figure out what it was. And then it turned out to be the alarm under my sink, which I didn't recognize it because they never go off. Turns out I had a leak underneath my sink. So I am going to tell you this public service message, people. Go and buy these products. They will save you a ton of heartache and misery for the price of a few pints. I got to the leak before it became bad. It didn't create any problems underneath my kitchen or I mean it's just whatever. I am super
So
grateful for
when you
buying
found
these.
it, was it a big leak? Was it like a couple of
No, so
drips? Like,
it was just a drip, but it had been going for a few days. I think it had been going for a day or two. And what actually had probably stopped us noticing it earlier was there was a pack of like, do you call them J cloths or whatever, right? Like
right.
kitchen towels, kitchen cloths
Yeah.
or something, right?
Yeah.
And that had basically been soaking up all the water down there until it couldn't hold anymore, and then it got to the alarm. But yeah, it was like an old, like like you get those sort of piercing valves that you just attach onto a copper pipe or whatever. You screw it in, it pierces the pipe or whatever, and then you can attach like a sundry, something else that needs water, like a drinking fountain or water for your fridge or whatever it might be. You're just basically you're just tapping off the main line.
Yeah.
So I had an
Yeah,
old valve in line there which was leaking, and I went to the Home Depot and the guy was like, and I said, this is what I got to replace. What do you recommend? He goes, oh, that's a ticking time bomb, mate. And I went, yeah, I know. I got to get rid of it. And I said, I don't really want to cut pipes and do all that. He goes, yeah, man, just cut the pipes and put a shark bite connection on. I was like, oh yeah, I hadn't really thought about that. So he sold me 2 of these shark bite things. I cut my pipe, tidied it up. Shark bite was on, and within 30 seconds, we were good to go. So nice, easy fix. Shark bite stuff, amazing. I'm really impressed.
never heard of it, but
Where's that?
I
Oh,
don't. I
Snap-on.
don't do. I don't like plumbing, so
Yeah, I
honestly,
don't like that.
honestly, go learn about it though, because the shark bite stuff in a pinch, not even in a pinch, right? I mean, it's just
It's like
it's
push
so
to fit
simple.
sort of thing, then, is it?
It just pushes over, right? And it's got like a special innards or
Magic.
whattever.
It's
That
got magic in it.
it's built basically by wizards in a factory in Solihull. And and they knock the stuff. Anyway, it's great. So there you go. Anyway, anybody who's used it knows what I'm talking about.
yeah, push fit. Yeah.
Yeah, so it's really cool, really good. So yeah, there's that. And I was going to talk about the decks and give you sort of like an update on them now they've been in my house for a couple of weeks. My CDJs.
You've done a few.
Do I need to update the
Sunday
website?
mornings?
Yeah, I've been banging out mixes almost every day,
Oh,
which has been
God.
great. I will come back to those later. We're short on time tonight because we're starting
Okay.
late. So, Dave, what do you got for us?
So, talk about plumbing. I've had my plumbing looked at in the last
Hey.
week by the doctors.
Oh yeah.
Yeah, they're not very happy.
Why? You've been playing with it too much.
Yeah, overuse. Basically, I've had a dicky tummy for couple of months now, and I've put
Oh,
it
yeah.
down to stress and beer and bad diet and stuff. And the missus has finally relented and said, just go to the fucking doctors. So I did, and sort of explained my symptoms, and I went, let's have a look then. So I had the old whoop, and
What's that?
the old finger up the bum.
Oh,
Like, yeah, we need to get you a blood test and everything. So I've had a blood test and
I'm not
and
sure how the
everything.
finger up the bum, whatever, what they're figuring
I
out from
think I
that.
just
Isn't that?
like doing it. I think it's just
Well,
like,
Yeah.
did you fight them on it? Because I mean, I'm just like, yeah.
Well, it's been
well,
a
it's
while.
yeah.
This
So
sort of
yeah,
ties in with B-Day talk, doesn't it? In a way.
it does. Yeah, that's why I was laughing during that.
Yeah.
um, so yeah, the hospital basically, whenever you get anything like that, and they're like, we're not exactly sure this is 100% what it is, so we need to sort of get you looked at. Basically, they expedite the whole process, and I've had a doctor, I've had a hospital ring me. I'm getting something sent out over the weekend, and I'm gonna have to drink some funky juice and go in for a colonoscopy.
Oh.
Yeah. So yeah.
Look
So
forward to hearing about
Yeah.
that next week.
yeah.
Yeah.
So oh well. So well, plus
Well,
side is
it's
I
it's
get a
for
day off work.
I'd
Oh,
take the
and get
day.
a day off
I'd rather
work.
have
That's
the day at
nice.
work, I think, than a colonoscopy. But yeah, but you know what? It's good to look after your health, Dave. So good for you.
Well, yeah. And to
That's
be
the
honest,
way it is.
if the missus didn't pressure me, then I wouldn't have gone in. And after I went in, I was like, actually, the doctors are taking it quite seriously. So yeah, I suppose I should sort of not be like completely, blasé about it. So yeah.
Don't be such a bloke.
But looking at it, and it's like 9 out of 10 times that people go in for a colonoscopy, it's usually a few polyps,
Yeah.
and nothing
Yeah.
more.
But
But they just want to sort of get you in, make sure it's okay, and
yeah.
then sort of send you on your way.
How old are you now?
So God, 82. So what are we now?
You're not
63,
82.
20.
You look all right for 82.
Yeah, I was born in 82. So
44.
44. Yeah.
Yeah. Yeah. I mean, you're
Yeah.
getting up there now for that sort of like regular checks and stuff like that. It's
Yeah.
unavoidable. Well, it is avoidable, but we don't recommend it. Right.
So yeah, but look, like they say, once you have one colonoscopy, they like to keep, especially if they find polyps, they want to keep you sort of on a regular schedule every 2 or 3 years to have a checkup and get that sorted. So it might just be my diet. It might be like something else, just IBS or Crohn's or something like that, just uh, uh, a bowel irregularity, but manageable, and food and health. So but yeah, I have been under a lot of stress last couple of months as well, so
Of course.
it's probably just that.
Could
But
be. Who
could
knows?
be
But
anything. Who knows?
yeah.
Let's work, like, give it to the actual experts. But yeah, no, I'm glad the
I
missus
mean,
did.
we could probably have a go at diagnosing it for you if you want.
Have you asked AI?
We're doing that now, aren't we?
Well, I have got this 360 camera, so just
How big is it?
Don't worry about that. We'll make it fit.
Some WD-40, you'll be fine.
Yeah, just bear down on this stick.
So yeah, but yeah, that's my plumbing story for the week.
Right on.
Hope it's all right. That's basically.
Oh, I'm sure it will be. Yeah.
All right. When you're ready.
Who?
You did
Dave, he's got
do.
another one on there.
Is he?
Have I got another one? Have I? Oh, all right. Paradise. Yeah, I've watched the second season of Paradise. Sorry, I completely forgot about
Well, it must have been good then.
that. No, it
I
actually really.
got a spoiler for you. Well, really? Because I started Paradise, Dave. So I'm
I
gonna have
loved
to.
it. Yeah. I really like
Yeah,
Paradise.
we dropped off hard. We watched the first 3 or 4,
Okay.
and then we never went back.
Okay. Okay.
My wife is
Needless to say.
chief consumer of TV in my house. She's watched everything. So she's watched Paradise. She was quite keen on getting Disney back to watch season 2. So
Really?
Yeah. Yeah. And then it. Yeah, I really like it. I can't say much about it because there's like major spoilers. but I just like the pacing of it. It's really good. It flicks between a few different people and different perspectives at different times. But
I
it does it
will
really well.
I will agree with what you said before, that it seems to be more of, you go into the episode, you start an episode considering A, B, C, and then at the end of the episode they've moved on to D, E, and F, right?
Right,
It
yeah,
just there's
Yeah.
something leaves you hanging there. I don't know.
Yeah.
Maybe will we go back? Maybe, I don't know. We just dropped off. That was all. We just didn't. We weren't.
Has something
driven to
taken over
finish it.
that you are
No.
watching?
No. We really liked it. To be honest, I would never watch any TV if it wasn't for Mrs. And the Mrs. kind of, she's the driver of
I don't
stuff
watch
to
any
watch.
TV
So
because of my missus. She watches all the shit stuff.
she
That I don't
watches
wanna watch.
us. But no, because I have I still feel I need to have a bit of time with her. I sit with her and watch it and actually get involved with it.
You'll grow out of that.
Yeah.
Don't worry.
Well, saying that, another thing I haven't actually wrote down is it's our 20th. Well, it was our 20th year anniversary on
Wow.
the 12th.
Very good.
Yeah.
Congratulations.
Thank
Nice,
you.
well done.
Yeah. So we didn't really celebrate. We was going to have a big celebration, but we didn't because things earlier in the year. So as the next big thing's our daughter's birthday in June. So we're gonna try and have a big party then. But yeah, it's when we were planning like a party and people around, it was not long after my dad died. So I was just like, I really don't fancy organising this or so. No, we've done a few things and I'm going to take her out to the seaside at the weekend and for the day, have a day out with her and the dogs. But it's like no big celebrations this year. It's a bit sad really, but that's it is what it is. But yeah. And that's it. That's been my week, really.
Right on.
I had some nice steaks. There you go. I did have
Ooh.
some nice steaks. Yeah, I put them on the wood grill and smoked them for a little bit and grilled them.
Oh, I went to my neighbour's for a barbecue actually on Sunday. That was quite nice.
Oh, is it
Lots
not
of
like
Philippine.
-30 over there? Or okay.
It's not that bad. It was all right. It was cold. Actually, it's funny because I said I got to go at 5 o'clock. I said I just got to go back and feed the dog because the dog was with me. And he was like looking at me. I said, I got to go back and feed the dog. And I went back and I put on my long johns and I put on something else underneath as well. It was cold. All right, Pilch, what you got?
Sorry, no,
What have I
Fred,
got?
what are they serving? What are they serving on barbecue?
Well, my friend is Palestinian. My neighbor's Palestinian, and his wife is Filipino, or of Philippine descent. And really, it was mostly Filipino food. So tons and tons of meat. They had 2 barbecues going.
Nice.
You name it, it got barbecued, and then a load of rice and salads and stuff. It was just a really, really good spread. Very nice. Yeah.
Good.
Yep.
Sorry, Pilch, we interrupted you.
That's all right. So I've originally put nothing of any note. I still haven't got anything of any note. I've finished watching. I don't know if it's Death, Love and Robots or Love, Death and. I think it's Death, Love and Robots. Can't remember what.
Definitely
order
ends
that.
in robots.
Yeah. I've finished watching them all. I can't remember how many was there, about 40 something episodes.
You done well.
Yeah, I
What is it,
don't
like
think there was
3 or 4 series or something.
Yeah, about 4, I think. And they're not very long. There's some are like 6 minutes, some are 15 minutes, but I think that was about the longest one. Every single one made me like just like wow, they're just so good. Just even regardless of story, just the animation, just the sheer talent that's on there they were unbelievable.
Right.
I've been saying it I think I started watching it when I was on the plane over. So
Yeah,
I've been watching it for a month now.
A few weeks now, yeah.
They're just fantastic. If anyone still hasn't had a look at them, it's worth having a look. I've been sorting out some bits and pieces for the my event of the year, which is tomorrow, which is the Eurovision. I had to print out some score sheets, and my printer's run out of ink.
Uh-oh.
So I only bought this new printer. Every time I want to use it, I have to buy a new one because I use it so infrequently that all the ink gets stuck in the, clogs it all up and it's fucked. So I bought this one, I think just a little bit before Christmas, and I printed a couple of things off today. And then my missus, she was supposed to get these things printed off while she was at work. Used the works when she was in London, because normally she's using my printer and it's using all for work, and she's using all my ink up. So I said, if you're going to print them off, go to bloody work, print them off at work when you're in London. So she texted me at 6 o'clock and said, "Oh, Pilch, I didn't have time. I was waiting for these things to come because the BBC put these like score sheet things that you can print off on the website
Right.
with update with because the final's tomorrow, but they didn't know who was going to be in the final because they
Yes.
had like these little qualifying rounds throughout the week. So once they've finally got the lineup of who's singing, which finished on Wednesday, they can put this little thing up so you can print them off and just do your scoring and just for something to do. So anyway, so she goes, "Can you print these score sheets off for me?" So I thought, oh, okay. I ain't got any bloody ink. The ink that's in it, when I opened them up, I thought, oh, I better see what ink it uses. So I opened up the thing and they're the original ones in there. It says starter ink, which means basically there's fuck all in them. They're like
Yeah.
90% empty. It's
Yeah.
basically enough ink that you can set it
yeah.
up, set up
Bit
the
of test
jigs, make
page.
sure, test page, that's it. So I thought, oh, bollocks. So I looked at Amazon. I need these things for tomorrow afternoon. So I thought, I'm not going to risk getting them from Amazon and that they can't get them to me tomorrow afternoon. So I thought I'll just buy them from a proper shop and
Tesco.
I'll go and get them. They don't do these ones in Tesco's. So I can get knockoff ones, which I've always used anyway, because they're half the bloody price of the original, of the proper manufacturer's things. So they're about £12 for the black, and then because my previous one had fucking every single cut, like 7 different colours. So
Like a
one for
photo
black,
printer.
then you had cyan, and and you had different. You had to put one in, and when one runs out, it wasn't so bad because you could change one. So yellow, for some reason, always got used. I don't know why. It's obviously a common colour for mixing the other colours, but you only had to replace the yellow one. Well, this one, it's got a colour cartridge and a black cartridge. So once you've used all the yellow in that one, you have to throw it away, don't you? So
That's how they get you.
So I didn't realise that was how it was. So anyway, I thought I'll have a look on Argos or Currys or somewhere local that I can just get these things and go and get them this evening because they're open till 8 o'clock. £47 for
Yeah.
2 fucking printer inks.
It's more
What are
expensive
you
than the
cheeky
printer.
bastards? Yeah. I literally said to Lise, because it's such a waste though, but I've literally said before to her, I said, you might as well just chuck that fucking thing away and go and get another one. It's ridiculous. So anyway, I've ordered it and went and got it this evening, but it's horrendous. When it says per litre, it's about 14, because they always do these things like, oh, it's $3.99 and it's £2 per kilo or it's something like £1,700 per milliliter.
Yeah. That's like don't ever look at the air freshener, the liquid air fresheners, how expensive they are per milliliter or whatever. It's insane.
Oh yeah.
Yeah.
So I've done I think that's about. I'm still trying to wangle a change of position at work at Tesco's. Looks like I might be heading on to beers, wines, and spirits.
Ooh, you have to do some bit
Because I'm
of work
bored
there,
with the
mate.
petrol station, especially after what happened on Tuesday.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Which, yeah. So I put a picture on the group chat for the boys. But basically, someone's fuel tank split, put 100 litres of fuel all over the floor, which was
Diesel though.
quite. It was diesel, luckily.
So it
yeah,
could have
which
been
was
better.
quite
It could have been worse.
Could have been worse. Could have been worse. Well, I definitely would have got a move back into the store then, wouldn't I, if it was petrol? Because it would.
It probably wouldn't be there anymore.
What have I done?
That's
I
right.
haven't done a lot because the
Can I
weather's
just
been
talk about
so
printers
shit.
as you're talking about
Oh,
printers?
go on.
Because I got fed up with the fucking ink, the cartridge-based printing bullshit. Massively expensive.
Did you get a LaserJet one? Did you?
No, I didn't get a LaserJet. We've got a printer. Was paid a lot for the printer. Imagine that, because you put bottles of fucking ink in it, and
Oh,
the ink
okay.
doesn't go all fucking hard and all that shit, and will clog up your nozzles or whatever, because it's just like liquid ink you got the 3 colours and the black, and then you can just put the pink in when you need pink or whatever. And we do print
Yeah.
it a reasonable amount, but the ink's actually cheap, but the printer itself up front was like 100 odd quid, whereas you could buy a printer for like 30
Which
quid.
really, I mean,
It
for
wasn't
a
like, it's not
printer,
insanely expensive,
it's not insane, is it?
but compared to like the 30 quid printer, and then you pay 50 quid for the fucking inkjet cartridges.
Yeah. See,
Yeah.
I went. I haven't had an inkjet printer for as long as I can remember. It didn't take long before I really got sick of them. So yeah, I've got a laser. Well, I have to have a laser for work. I print so much anyway, so just it wouldn't.
Is it
be
yours a
possible,
colour
but-
laser?
Yeah.
No, God, no.
Yeah, well,
Good,
they
look
are
at you,
fucking.
man.
That's, I
Fucking
will say
no
that's
chance.
fucking serious money for a
Even
colour
Well,
laser.
even a color inkjet, I wouldn't go for either.
I
would
reckon I've had,
it's just too expensive.
since I've been here in this 8 years, I think I have 4 printers, and I literally use it once every 3 months. So I'll probably use it 3-4 times before
Your
it's.
cost per page right now is staggering.
Yeah.
I know,
Yeah.
it's horrendous. But you've got to have one because you sometimes need one.
Yeah,
That's the problem.
yeah.
You can't not have a printer.
We want to go
But,
back to dot matrix, don't we?
No,
The forever printers.
I mean that's just forever how
I
long it
mean-
took to print a page.
I mean, people used to print tickets out and stuff like that. But now you get it on your phones, don't you? And you don't even have to do shit like that.
It doesn't
But
matter. Though. There's always still
Lisa
maybe
still
just
prints
one
everything
thing you
else.
need to
She's got to have a
print, though.
piece of paper.
You need to print a returns label for that thing that you've got to send back to
Exactly.
the
There's
same
always
shop.
just
You
one
don't
thing
even
you
have to
need
do
to
that
print.
now because you take it down to the post
I
office
do.
with
Hang
the
on,
QR
hang on.
code.
No,
Dave's
hang
just
on.
going to print
I've
one
got
now.
I've got a pan. Look, I've got a pan that is desperate for a printer.
Is that a
yeah,
vintage
I just
job?
can't. It's no,
eBay?
it's going back. It's a Le Cruche.
Oh,
That's
yeah.
got a forever warranty, but the non-stick bits going away. And I put that together about 3 months ago, and the printer packed up. And I'm like, I can't bother to buy a new
Yeah.
printer.
Well, if you use Every, you can usually go to the local shop and print a label in the shop or something. But it's
I
Yeah,
returned
I'd
something.
say-
I returned something to Amazon the other week, and they had the guy came and picked it up from me, and I didn't need to do a label either.
Mhm.
So I don't
No,
know.
because they scan it and put a label on as soon as they get it, don't
Yeah,
they?
yeah.
Oh, I did a
Yeah.
return through the Royal Mail, and they came with. I asked them to bring a label, and they did.
Well, that's good.
Some
That's
I
woman
mean, to
turned
be
up.
fair, if
I was
There's a
sending
plus for
back
Royal
those most
Mail.
fucking disco lights. It was like a fucking great big box,
Oh,
and this
God,
woman
that.
turns up and says, "I'm here to pick up your parcel." I was like, "You got the van?" She's just there with her bag. I was
mean,
like,
if it
"It's
was
quite a
Every,
big
they
parcel."
don't.
She's like, "I was like, it's not mega heavy, but you might want to just get the van." It's not fucking massive.
Every don't need a label on their stuff anyway because it ain't fucking getting to wherever it's supposed to be going.
Yeah, totally.
Yeah.
It just ends
go
up in
to
the back of
local
their
tip
van.
and just throwing it out. Yeah.
All right.
So yeah, that's all I got. I ain't done nothing.
Okay. Let's move on then to what we've been playing. I'm gonna go first here
Ooh.
towards the bottom of the table,
Oh.
which is Dave and Pilch. They look as though they got a
I
couple.
feel
of
like Pilch has put one game and it looks like 2 games.
Pilch usually has 4 or 5 games on there, but only one gets talked about in any sort of depth. The rest are all shit. We know that's how that goes. Dave's got quite a few on there. He's
I got a few, yeah.
yeah. Oh, 4. Okay, all right. Yeah. Dave, start us off. Come on.
Okay, Brigador Killers.
Never heard of it.
No.
No. No, not a lot of people have. So, it was kind of. I looked at it and went, "This looks a bit like Syndicate." I don't know if you remember the original Syndicate.
I think I did look at it because I saw you'd put it on there, and that now.
Funny you
reminds me of
mentioned
that.
Syndicate because I was watching a documentary the other day on isometric games,
Okay.
and Syndicate
okay.
was mentioned quite a lot.
Yeah, that was a classic. Not the original, but like the classic. That's where most people know isometric games from. But it's also a bit
Amiga and
like
Atari years, that is.
yeah, but a bit like Grand Theft Auto as well in that it's quite big worlds, big areas, and you play as these characters and you get given various missions. Yeah, and the idea is to take out people or places or or basically just do different things. Brigador killers being the optimal word. And you've got access to different weapons and different vehicles, and it's an isometric view, so like a sort of 2D plane. Um, if people don't know what isometric means, I can't really describe it. But yeah, it's on a 2D.
Isometric is 2D, 3D, isn't it? It's
2D,
it's a 2D
plane in a
plane, but it's a
3D.
3D effect.
Yeah. So the customization of your character and weapons and vehicles, there's loads of different ones. I I bounced off it a little bit. It was so technical for me. Even for me, it was very technical. I couldn't sort of get that deep into it.
Right.
But this is a demo, so whether the demo and the actual, well, that the demo, the game hasn't been released yet, but the demo was very in depth. I I think I got a bit lost in it. I kind of, I don't know. I just got into the mayhem of the actual map itself and just causing chaos, but I didn't actually know what I was doing, and
Right.
where like different maps interjected, you had to be in a very specific area. Um, so it's very technical. It was all right. But yeah, I played it for about 2 hours in the end. And I was like, no, I think I'm good with that. I know what this game's about. I don't think I'll buy it. But I respect it for what it is, because
It looks a
it's
bit
definitely
like
got,
it's not finished, I would say.
yeah, yeah.
A little rough
It
around the
did
edges.
it did feel very early. And yeah, the UI and a lot of the stuff about the customization and outfitting and getting in and out of vehicles, and like managing the inventories of both your person and the inventories. It was quite clunky. Um, but I think they are very ambitious in what they're doing. So I respect it for that. I I would like to see an updated version of this. If when an updated version comes out, I'd probably have a look. Um, but at the moment, the demo is it's quite early.
Right.
But yeah, I thought I'd talk about it because it's something different actually.
Yeah.
And yeah, I do like games that are trying something new, something like they're trying something. But yeah, I didn't fall in love. But I'm kind of interested in seeing how, like, if it gets progressed, like how it progresses. So yeah.
Yeah, I saw a
Right on.
game recently from a similar era and a similar perspective,
Hmm.
which you remember Desert Strike being a bit of a
Mhm.
thing
I
back
do
in the
remember
old
Desert
days.
Yeah,
Strike. Yeah.
somebody's re-released something, haven't they?
There's one now called, I think it's called Cleared Hot, which looks like the modern Desert Strike.
Yeah. I
There may
heard
have even been
something
another
about
one.
this.
There's been a few, I think, but I think that might be the one I saw the other day. I can't remember.
Someone was talking about this. I can't remember, and I had it on my radar to go seek it out, and I forgot.
Yeah, I saw something and then didn't click, and now I can't find it. Obviously, It's like,
Yeah.
but yeah, I
What
think it
else?
might be Cleared Hot.
Okay. We'll have to dig into that. Pilt, do you want to give us one of your games?
Okay, so I will talk a bit more about Good Pizza, Great Pizza, which I've been playing on the iPad. It's just a little idle clicky. Well, not
This
idle
is
because
my Tated
it doesn't
Brain's
do
favourite
anything when
game.
you're not there.
I think that's what he put in the Discord.
It's so I talked a little bit about it last week. You've opened a pizza shop. People are coming into your shop, and you have to make them pizzas to what they order. And they're quite vague and funny, not funny about what they're ordering, and you have to sort of work out what they're asking for.
Pizza.
They're asking for pizza, but one will say, "Oh, I just want fruit on my pizza." So you've got
Okay.
to put like aubergines and bits and pieces.
That's not.
If you can click on it, it's like you can either say, oh, okay, and then you start making it, or there's a option to say like what, and then they'll give you a better description of what they want. 'Cause some of
You
them
can say
want,
what. Okay. It's not very
yeah,
good customer service. You're not done your training.
says what, and so then it will give you a order time. As soon as they order, your time sort of
Well, there's nothing
it
happening.
starts on 100% happy, and then the longer you take to give them their order, they slowly go down to not quite so happy. So if you click on like what you're asking for, it gives you a little hint, but it takes away a bit of satisfaction. And there's things like one will come and say, "Oh, I just want it real crispy," which means you've got
Burn
to
the
put it
fuck
through the
out,
oven
then.
twice. Yeah, exactly. Right. Okay. So they all. So basically, they work out how much stuff you're using, so how much it's costing you to make the pizza. They tell you how much it is to buy it, and then might give you a tip. And at the end of the day, depending on how you've done, it tells you how much money you've made. There's about 5 different customers come in on the first day, and it's pretty basic. You just start off with like 2 ingredients, and then you give them their pizzas, and off they go. But then they start being a bit more cryptic about what they want, or don't specifically ask for something. Then if they don't mention cheese, then you don't put cheese on, or you don't put sauce on, and you've got to work out what they're asking for. But basically, it just goes like on a little sliding windows. So you put your dough on, and then you pick up a little spoon and put your sauce on, and your cheese and your ingredients, and you put it through the oven. And so so it's quite a good little game. It's all right, but it isn't pressing. I thought, oh, it's suddenly going to start being this going to be like bloody Cooking Mama or one of them Overcooked, where everything's going absolutely crazy because there's like 10 people asking for these
Yeah, that
pizzas.
sounds like too
You've
much.
got to
That's
make
right.
them
Yeah, those are stressful games.
shove them through. I thought that was slowly going to ramp up like that, but I've played it. I think it's probably about 15 minutes a day, and I'm on like day 11, and not a lot's really changing. I've got more ingredients, but and then I can, but you can buy things. So doesn't seem to be making any money. I don't seem to be making enough money to buy. You can buy a faster oven. You can buy someone to cut your
Sharper
pizza
pizza
for you.
slice.
Yeah, right, exactly, that sort of thing.
Yeah.
Right. So I played it for quite a while, and I'm suddenly thinking, I'm not getting it. There's 2 different currencies. You get money, and you get these little gems.
Pizza
And
coins.
I'm not getting enough.
Coins.
Yeah.
I'm not getting enough to do anything.
Right.
To progress, to make, like it says, you can buy some extra tables and chairs to make it more. People don't actually come and sit on your tables and chairs, but it just sort of makes it more welcoming, and people more. So you'd get more people come in throughout your day. Instead of getting 5 people in, you get 10 or 12, or so you can make more money. But the price of buying these things I was just never going to get that sort of money.
Oh, you are.
So I thought,
if
well,
you get that wallet out, get
I
the
know, this is
crowbar
like
out.
arcade, though, isn't it?
here we
Pry
go.
open that wallet.
Right now, here we are. This is the problem with this game. I started looking on Reddit and see what people are saying, and they were all saying, "Oh, this game is just money, 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 pay to play, blah blah blah. You can't get progress. You can't do anything." Now, fair enough. You can chuck money in it, and you can do everything you want to do. The problem is, this is an Apple Arcade Plus game.
Oh yeah.
There are no microtransactions in the Plus games because Apple don't allow it. So they take it all out. It's stripped. Yeah, brilliant. But now I can't earn
And then
enough.
you can progress. Yeah.
I can't progress
It's
because I
broken the
can't.
game, right?
Yeah.
Yes. That
Which is
seems to be
fine,
the
but
case.
would you have paid anyway, though?
No,
Absolutely
because I
not.
would give up. But
Yeah.
everyone was moaning on Reddit about, because it's been out for years apparently on Steam, and every single person saying, "Oh yeah, it's just a money grab, blah blah blah. It's game's broken. You can't do anything unless you spend shit tons of money." But now they've taken it away. It's impossible to progress. I don't know how long I'm going to have to play it for
How
to be
have
able to.
Apple allowed this onto Apple Arcade Plus, where basically the only way to progress the game is to spend fucking money?
Well, you would have thought that they would perhaps have made the fucking move the goalposts a bit closer, wouldn't you?
Or just not
So
put this
instead of you
game on Apple
needing
Arcade because
250, yeah, instead of you needing 250 diamonds to buy your pizza cutter, they could have made it 10 diamonds, and then you'd be able to get it after a few games. It's not costing any money, is it? It's not. It wouldn't make any difference to them. You would think that they would look at that and go, "Oh, this is going to be an issue."
Well, that's where you're wrong, you see, because probably the intention is people are still going to play it on arcade and not be able to progress. And if they're that desperate to progress,
They're going to buy the game
they can move on and buy
and
the
play
game
it.
over here and start
Yes,
pumping the
that
money
is.
in, right?
Yeah, that was
They
my
just
next.
all these guys are doing, right? They're just whale hunting, right?
That was my next
I don't think
conclusion.
that's not the
knows,
case with all of their games on Apple Arcade, is it?
Because if you
No. Sorry, when I say they, I mean the developers. No, I
Yeah,
don't mean
but like that,
Yeah.
I don't think Apple should. This is a fault of Apple. Like they should not put this
Yes.
game on arcade.
So there's two
shouldn't
different
be getting
versions
through.
of the game.
Yeah.
There's the game, and then the game plus, which is the free version. It's not a free version. You have to have arcade. If you search through the store, you can go onto that. You can find that game and buy it. It doesn't say anything about, oh, just remember here, you can, if you've got arcade, you can get it for free. It's two totally separate games.
Yeah.
If you click on the arcade section, it will be in there. So, and you don't have to pay for it. But they're still. So what people are, obviously what Fraser said is what people are going to go, I really like this game, but I can't get very far. I'm going to have to fucking buy it and start buying gems in the free game. And I think that's what they're thinking on.
Yeah.
Yeah,
Why
I
not,
feel like
right?
If I could have started,
they fucked up by
model.
putting this on there. Unless
But
like you should
still
change the fucking mechanics of the game. Like
exactly,
if it's going on
that's what I say.
arcade, the whole point of arcade is there's no microtransactions. If the game is completely fucked because there's no microtransactions, it should
Well, it's not
be
completely
on there.
fucked though. Is it completely fucked or is it just a grind?
No, it's just going to take a very, very long
What, like
time.
thousands
to
of
progress.
hours? I don't think that's acceptable.
Well, I don't know
maybe
how
not,
long,
but then we're still talking about games from our childhood that we never finished, right? Because they were too hard. So.
But
Yeah,
I
but that
still
was
think
from our
it's a good
childhood.
little game. It's
That
a very enjoyable.
That was the arcade co-op coin operated. That's where games came from, a lot of them. So they were fucking hard because they were designed to eat coins. But then when they came to home computers,
this tramp keeps
they were
coming
just
in.
fucking hard because you couldn't put extra points in.
The guy who's got Demon Souls on his list. Okay, come on.
This tramp keeps coming in and asking for it. Oh, I'm starving, hungry. Can I have some pizza? And I keep giving him free pizza. So that's taking me money away.
Maybe
But
if you
I'm
just give him
hoping,
pizza, you'd be able to crack on with the game.
But you know he's going to come back in 3 weeks' time. He's a secret millionaire and he's going to give you a shit ton of money, isn't he? That's why I'm fucking giving him his free pizza.
Yeah, of course, yeah.
And this little boy comes in. Oh, please, mister, I've only got £5. Can I have a pizza? Well, I sold him a pizza, and then 2 days later he said, "Oh, my mum used to give me this money for you. Thank you very much." And she gave me 25 quid. So, which was more than what the pizza was worth. So it's every time someone says, "Oh, I'll do this, can I have this, can I have that?" And so I'm starting to think, yeah, he's going to come back later. But anyway, that's that.
So there is
a story. I'm still playing it.
Tony Brain was right. There is a secret story and narrative in this game.
There is a story to it because this guy keeps coming in trying to threaten to burn the place down because he's got the pizza on the other side of the road.
Oh, that guy.
That guy. So
I can see him.
I think if I could unlock things a little bit quicker, if there was a bit more progression, I would really be hitting it. But it's still good. I still play it for 10 minutes when I've got nothing to do. Just pick it up, do a day. Because I've also found out if you don't it's got autosave, but only at the end of the day. So if you turn it off or shut the app before the day is completed, you lose your
We
10
lost
minutes
it.
of
Yeah.
yeah. So again, that's probably their fucking way of you just wasted a day of of doing stuff and you haven't progressed.
Cooking
So I'm
pizza.
going to have to buy a save or something stupid like that. But anyway, it's a good game. Some people poo-poo it, but I think it's all right. Shall I do another one?
Sure.
Is it right? Before you continue, is it just mindless? Like, just put these together, cut it up, send it out. Is it just the mindless actions of cooking the pizza, chopping it up, and
No, we're
Yes.
saying
Yeah,
he's
well,
got to try and
yeah,
figure
you've
out
got
what people are asking, or what they, or there's things that they're not telling you, which are important.
well. So a
You
couple of
haven't got many
times, there was
options, I can see.
one bloke comes in and he says, he asked for something, and then he complained that there wasn't enough cheese on it. And the next customer complained that there was too much cheese on it. So I don't know what was going on there,
There's some
but they
cheese got
both got a free
misdelivered.
fucking pizza.
Oh, no wonder,
So
mate. How many pizzas are you giving away?
I threw two away because one said don't like mushrooms, and I put mushrooms on. Then I just found out that you can buy a remove the last ingredient that you put on your pizza
oh
for,
my
for
gosh,
however many
Oh, does that
gems.
cost diamonds by any chance?
yeah,
Yes, it cost diamonds. Yes, I think it was 250, and the most I've ever had is
Whoa.
about 10. And
oh
you
my
can throw your pizza away if you've done it wrong, but it takes away the cost. It adds up the cost of the ingredients and stuff that you've used.
I'm sorry, I
Um,
continue this conversation. By the way, like I'm so sorry.
We're talking a lot about this fucking game.
Yeah.
there's a
All
lot
right,
of
let's move
stuff in
on.
it. There's a lot of stuff to do,
There's
but
not
it's
many
just
toppings.
pain.
There's
Not at
tomatoes,
the
there's
moment.
cheese, there's pepperoni, there's some sausage, and there's some mushrooms. That's it.
I've got aubergines. I've
Well,
got
who wants fucking aubergines on their pizza?
well, this lady brings in an aubergine plant,
Well, I'd just kick
and
her
you've
out and
got to
say you're a
water it for
fucking
3
freak. No
days,
one
and
has
then you
aubergine
suddenly
on
got
their
aubergines. I've just unlocked a garden now, so I can grow my own ingredients.
Next.
Brilliant.
Anyway, so
No spicy beef.
I streamed 2 games this week. One for about 2.5 hours, which was
Nice.
Terra Tech Legion again.
Which
Which
I
2.5
will just,
hours.
I just want to say,
Still,
Pilch, I'm not sure that I've been on the show when you've talked about Terra Tech Legion. I feel like you, or maybe you mentioned it a couple of weeks ago.
the
I
first
will
one, and
play
I'd
it.
literally
You
just
keep saying
played
that I
it.
should play it. I will play it. I will play it. So it's on my radar to
Did you
play.
not watch any of my stream?
No, I didn't. I
It's
missed
still
your
on there.
stream.
Go and have a look.
Okay.
So I've finished. There's about 5 characters. I've unlocked 3. There's about, from what I can see, there's about 5 levels. I've finished the first 2 levels with the first 2 characters. Now, the first one was quite a quick. I say characters; they are a character, but basically your vehicles. The characters drive the vehicles, but you never see them. You only see them when you're selecting who you want to play as. But I found that the first playthrough I did with this first character, the car was quite fast, but it wasn't very strong. Didn't have much armor. It was quite easily damaged. So I was constantly sort of going round and round the hordes, trying to keep away from them and just sort of shooting in the circle. And it didn't really feel like I wasn't really particularly aiming or trying to shoot anything, but I was just shooting. Everything was. It's sort you don't point. It automatically aims and fires at whatever's nearest to it. So I was basically just going round and round in a big circle, trying to avoid all these massive hordes that were coming. And eventually, I'd get enough upgrades and enough power and enough damage to kill all the hordes plus the boss that was also trying to catch me. So I started to think, oh, it's going to be a little bit repetitive. But the next car was like a massive sort of tank type thing, which was not indestructible, but you could literally, it didn't matter if you were taking damage. So I ended up just sticking all stuff on the front, like this massive plough and these big like chainsawy things. And instead of going round trying to avoid and constantly keeping away from it all, I was just ploughing through the middle of them and just annihilating everything. And my truck, like I said, it had like this 8-wheeler thing. It was like 3 times longer than it originally was, because you just keep adding bits to it, adding like new axles to it, and and the bigger the vehicle, the more weapons you can put on it. And I just had all this stuff all over it. It was just massive. It was about 5 times bigger than what it started, and I was just absolutely laying waste to everything.
That's when it became a
And
lot of fun.
yeah, and you get permanent upgrades to your vehicle, and also you lose all the way. You lose everything that you've unlocked or put on your vehicle when you die or you finish a level. So when you start off with the standard car again, but as you're playing, you get different. You can do permanent upgrades to it, so you can make your really strong armored car faster, but over a little bit of time.
Right. It's almost like a roguelite then, isn't it?
Yeah. And you unlock new things as you're going, new weapons, new bits of equipment, because there's all different sorts of buffs and things you can. It's just adding buffs, but you're actually attaching them to your vehicle rather than just adding a stat. And as you unlock them, they're unlocked all the time. Then you don't get them at the start of the game, but they will appear earlier than they would have before you'd unlocked them, if you see what I mean. But that wouldn't have randomly come up until I actually unlock it at some point, and then from then on, even that thing might appear on the first upgrade.
Right.
Once I've unlocked it.
Yeah, I get you.
And then there's structures and buildings, same as Vampire Survivors, where there's something to aim. You get a time limit. When the time runs out, the boss comes, and then you fight him, and then you either die or you win. But there's something else on the map. There's other things on the map. It will say 200 yards up there. There's something up there, so you can head that way, because you can finish a round without even moving out of your little area, can't you? Same as vampires. If you just stay in the same place, eventually the timer will end and the boss will come. But there's something to go and investigate, so you head off away from where you start. The first one was a deserty environment. The second one was like a more of a foresty. It's only top down. It's not 3D, but you can see that there's bushes and things on the floor, sort of thing. But there's also like these little rivers and things you can't go over because it's got acid and stuff in. So you'd have to sort of. Well, it's not a map of sorts. It's one big area, but there's certain bits you can't go because you have to go round them. So it might say, 100 yards that way, there's something there, but you can't necessarily go straight there because you can't go over these rivers or
Can you get
acid pits
upgrades
or
that you
whatever.
can go over the acid then?
I only if you get certain different wheels and tires and stuff. But
Depending
they all
on
sort of accumulate
right.
to make a total. To add to all your numbers, you could have 3 different types of wheels on your car. They don't necessarily have this one's acid proof, but as you add them and build them up, they'll be more robust. So you would eventually be able to get across. I've seen a snowy map and there's other ones, but I mean, I don't know how long I've played it for now. I've been playing it for 3 weeks and a lot. Like I say, I played it.
This is your
Played it for
potato,
2.5
is it, at the
hours.
minute?
Yeah, it's just every time I think, right, okay, I'm going to have another hour on this. Lisa went out to something on Wednesday and I just literally streamed it for 2 hours or something.
I'll have to get on that this weekend. I got space now, so
Yeah, definitely. Especially if you start looking because I have to build everything like symmetry. I can't have, if I put one gun on one side, I've got to I've got to make sure I get the same gun next time so I can put it on the other side, because I can't have things all looking odd. So I'm a little bit anal like that. But so I spend a lot of time taking things off and putting them back on. Everything you put on, you can take off at any point because it just puts it back in your. You get a inventory with like 30 blocks. And you can just take stuff on, put it back off. You can do whatever you want to it. You can strip it back to nothing right to the end of at the end of the game if you want, but that would be a bit silly. So you could change your complete build because you don't have to put everything on. Sometimes you only get depending on what you pick.
Here, let me give you a question. So would items carry weight? So they would affect your speeds, or
They do, and if you put too much on the back, it starts not steering well because the back end is the
right,
front
okay,
wheels are
that's
off the
good,
ground,
yeah.
sort of thing. So
Right,
then you
right.
have to put a stabilizer wheel on the back to prop it up.
All right.
Yeah.
Yeah.
So yeah, everything matters. If you put too much
Right.
stuff on one
Oh,
side,
that's
or
cool.
and if you put put something in front of the one of guns, it'll like if it's got like a 90-degree spread, and you put something on the car slightly in its way, it will say, "Oh, your gun's only got a 80%
It doesn't
spread because
shoot
this
your own
thing's in
car
its
then.
way." No, it just doesn't shoot out. But you can put these little like lightsaber things on the sides, and as you just go round, it's just slicing everything as you go. It's like Mad Max type stuff. It's really good. Really, I just can't
Yeah, I
talk
was
about it
watching some of the
enough.
streams. Yeah, I was
It's
following you.
so good, and it just goes batshit crazy, like all them games do. Once you've got in and you've started loading up and multiplying stuff, it's just the fucking carnage on the screen. Brilliant.
I know.
So
Good.
I might as well do my last one.
Go on then.
This come to Game Pass this week. It's called Black Jacket. It's a card game.
Is it based on
Roguelike.
poker?
What? No, blackjack, obviously, yeah. I didn't realise. I said then when I looked at what it was called, I thought, oh yeah, it's blackjack. So you are in your hell or somewhere like that. It says
Of
you're in
course.
some sort of prison. And you have to you have to work your way out by going up the levels of the prison by playing these people at blackjack, different characters at blackjack. So you've got a pack of cards, and on the screen you'll have a slot. You're the bottom half of the screen. The opponent you're playing. It's the same as you get a progression tree just like any of the other card roguelikes. So you've got a map with three different areas, three different directions you can go. Same as Slay the Spire, all them other games. You can map your route that you want to choose to go. So you do the first hand, and then when you've beat it, it'll say, oh, you can go left or you can go right, and it tells you what's going to be on the next level, depending on what you choose. One might be a shop, one might be another opponent, one might be you can get like some cards for buffs, whatever. So that's how you progress. And then once you beat 4 or 5, you end up playing the boss, and then you go to the next level. All these games are the same, but they do it slightly differently, but they're all the same thing really. So you are playing blackjack. Now on the screen, on your bottom half, you get 5 squares where you can play your cards. So the first 3 are standard slots. So you draw a card, you put it in slot 1. It's a 5. The idea of blackjack is you've got to get as close as you can to 21. Also beating your opponent. So as he gets 20, you've got to get 21. If he gets 16, you've got to get 17. So you draw a card, he draws a card, you draw a card, and then you don't have to use all 3 cards, because if you get an ace, which is 11, and a king, you've got 21 on your first 2 cards. So then or you might get 18 or 20, and then you're going to stick. And then he draws his cards. So it's bog standard game, except there's 2 extra slots that you can put cards in that, depending on what cards you put in, they all do different things. Now, they were just chucking so much shit at me at the start. I didn't have a clue.
It's looking a bit complicated, this.
It was fucking complicated. So there's
Which
cards
is
that you
probably a
can
good
put
thing in the long
down.
run, I
There's
guess.
cards that you can put down that have a. It will allow you. So you put it down and it might be a 3. Then you can put another card in on top of that. So you've only used one of your slots. It might be a 7. So then you've got a 10 on in that slot. But you've played 2 separate cards in one slot. But then some of them say a plus or a minus. So it'll be -10. But if you put another card on it, it takes off 10 of whatever you've just put down. And then another thing, you can put a card that will destroy or take the points off of the opponent's card above yours. So if they've got a 3 on their side and you think, oh, I need fucking 3 more to make 21, you can lay this card and it takes his 3 and adds it to your score.
Right.
It's just so confusing. There's so many different cards that do so many different things that I don't know how long. I've played it. I streamed it for about an hour and 20 minutes. I honestly didn't know what was going on. And I really tried. I read every single card. I read cards 5 times and I still didn't know what it was capable of doing. It's just madness.
I was a bit like that with Dave, you fire these games at us all the time. There was one that came through from you which was based on
Dice and a Million or whatever, was it?
might have been one of the it might have been one of the
Yeah.
dice. I can't remember, but honestly I was like, this is no, it wasn't. It was based on another card game, I think. Oh no, maybe it was a dice one or something.
Pip my dice.
Pip my dice, yeah, I think that was it. And it was just I just couldn't wrap my head around so much thrown at me at one go. And that doesn't mean like this, it doesn't mean that it's not great, if you take the time. I mean, I look at Magic the
it's
Gathering
the
and you're like,
time. You've
it's
got to take the
overwhelming, isn't
time.
it? So
I think you've got to watch videos to actually see
bit of
someone
guidance.
explain
Yeah.
what these cards actually do.
Yeah. Save you a couple
And
of
it's
hours
not
of
just
hard
like
work.
where you play a couple of hands and then they say, oh yeah, now you can use this card. They just fucking chuck cards. At the start of the game, you can select like 8, 9, 10 cards that do all this different stuff. I don't know what I'm selecting. I haven't got a fucking clue. I know how to play blackjack. And I'm thinking, I sit there and I think, okay, add this up, blah, blah, blah. And it says it's because it puts in the middle of the screen, it puts what your score is, for how many, what your cards add up to. So I think, oh, I've got 20. I'll pass now and pass the next one. At the end of the game, all of a sudden it says, oh, he's beat you because you only got like 9. And I'm thinking, it fucking said I had 20 just a minute ago. And I'm looking at the screen and I cannot work out why my score suddenly goes down to 9.
He's nicked
I'm
all your
looking at all
cards.
his cards. I'm looking at all my cards, and I just cannot work it out. I
Well,
know
like a
I'm
lot of the
sick,
cards have
but
got
Jesus
like things
Christ,
that will
it's
happen,
hard.
like actions that will happen when you play
Yeah,
it, I assume.
and depending on if you use these other 2 slots, you can also bring a card down to the bottom of your screen and hold it, and then play it at a later date. But I don't know. Someone cleverer than me, one of you 3 will
Oh, not
absolutely
me.
love it.
God knows, I ain't got time for that.
I think Dave, I think this is a
Dave's our
Dave
man
thing.
for that.
Dave's the one.
I
He
did
needs
look at it and I was like,
you need to
I
sit up till about 5 or 6 o'clock
honestly,
in the morning and work this out,
Fraser
Dave.
saying, "Oh no, it's not for me." You spent how long on fucking Balatro? You were into all sorts of fucking weirds.
Balatro's easy though. It's
it's
easy.
not. When you get onto the fucking levels he was playing, it was fucking
No,
like
but
another
yes,
level
but
of
that's
Balatro.
exactly. Well, yes, but then that's after the game, isn't it? Balatro, Slay the Spire, all these. I didn't get on with the train, Ghost Train, Monster Train.
No,
because that was too confusing.
Monster Train. I agree with you. Monster Train. I sort of liked Monster Train, but it added another dimension with everything moving across up and down the levels, which kept throwing me. It was all right. Okay, can we move on?
Yeah, I'm done. All my games are done.
All right, nice one. Let's get. Shall I talk? Neil, come on, let's have one of yours.
I can't remember what I put in. Well, I remember one of them. Okay, right. Well, let's continue that theme, shall we, of the sort of cards and surviving type games, and we'll talk about Vampire Crawlers a bit, because that's what
Okay.
I've been playing
Okay.
for the last few days.
Are you in a position to tell us if this game is actually decent? Because
Well,
I feel like a lot of people.
I have
sing
not
its
heard anyone else
praises.
talking about it.
I feel like I've heard people go, yeah, it's really good, but I feel like they're saying that because they like Vampire Survivors or something. I don't.
Yeah, that
How
was
much
my
of how much of
impression.
a pass is it getting because of its name?
Well,
Hmm.
it's very familiar because of Vampire. If you played a lot of Vampire Survivors, a lot of the stuff is going to immediately make sense.
Right.
But it's a different game. So I like it. What's going on with this video? Here we go. Because it does that thing where, like, you're just plodding along like you are, and you think you know what's going on, and then you find something new, because that's what happens in Vampire Survivors. You play, it's only like, oh, these things work together in a different way. Like if you've got these two cards, like in this game, is if you've got these two cards, you can evolve them when you get to certain things in the game. So you combine two cards and it becomes a new one. Like that happened in Vampire Survivors. I can't really remember how it worked in Vampire Survivors now. It's been such a long time since I played that game. But like, you had the whip, and then at some point the whip was able to evolve into something else. So it works in very similar ways in that, but you're playing cards, going around this 3D dungeon. Like, it's not really 3D. It's represented in like sort of old 2D, 3D, like Doom original and all that sort of shit. But you're literally like turning 90 degrees, going forward a step, like sort of thing. You're not free to roam. So you're basically on a grid. And there's a little baddie symbol on some of the squares effectively on the grid, and you hit one of those, you have a little fight, and you play all your cards. You've got a deck of, I don't know, it depends, because you have in Vampire Survivors, what are they called? The characters that you play as? They have a name. I can't remember what they're called. But anyway,
Heroes.
so you've got all of the characters.
Yeah.
You have to
Heroes.
unlock them all by doing certain things, or going, like, once you get to certain milestones, you'll unlock a new character in the tavern, but you have to pay coins to actually unlock them and use them. But they all have, like, they have their own ability. Like, they all had a starting weapon in Vampire Survivors. They have a deck of cards that they start with in this game, and they have one of the cards in each deck is they're called crawlers in this game. That's what they're called. So there's a crawler card, which is you play their character as a card, and they'll have an ability that is in effect for however many turns that you play. There's one guy I've got. I can't remember if it's Gennaro. They've all got the same surname. It's not Pasquale, but it's something like that. And this guy, he's the old guy with a walking stick. He was in Vampire Survivors. Anyway, he's in this game. And his trait, like his card, one of his cards is that he can unlock. I don't think anyone else. It's called a Spellbinder card. So he goes in play. So when he turns up, you play the card, Gennaro, or whatever his name is. And he's in play for like 3 turns. And then whenever he's in play, if you play a blue-coloured card, which are armor cards usually, you'll play the armor card and it'll draw another card into your hand at the same time. And that's his like special ability. But it also comes with like a set amount of cards that he has with him, and then the more you've played, the more other cards you can unlock. So he's like, I can't remember what his specific attack cards are, but there's one card he can play called a Spellbinder. It costs 0. You get so many mana each turn as well. So it's like starts with 2 maybe. So your cards cost mana. And loads of the cards are worth 0. So you can literally like free to play cards, and then there's a 1 and a 2 and a 3 and maybe more. And as you progress, like, so basically this Spellbinder one I was going to talk about, you play the card and it extends his stay by 2 turns. So then he's there for a little bit longer. So as you go around all the dungeons, you find like chests, and you can get. Well, actually, so I'm confused.
Oh my god, get on with it! Come on.
Anyway, so there's like when you have a fight at the end of the fight, if you know whatever you level up, you level up in Vampire Survivors. I'm trying to remember everything. It's fucking. There's a lot going on in this game. So when you level up, instead of choosing you choose an upgrade, but in this you choose a new card for your deck at the end of when you level up, when you've collected enough good little gems. I'm trying to relate it to the Vampire Survivors. People might actually know what I'm talking about, but it's a bit of a mess.
You get an upgrade.
So every level, instead of leveling up, I can't remember what happens in Vampire, but this time you choose a new card. Anyway,
don't worry about Vampire Survivors.
Well, that's what people know. So, like I say, it is similar, but it's different. So, anyway, you get all these new cards, and if you've played, more you play,
I thought you were finished.
The more cards you have access to, and they're all based on the same things. That there's a knife attack, there's the whip attack, there's the fucking King Bible, and all of those things that were in Vampire Survivors. But they do all their own things. You play the King Bible, it does so much damage to the whole front row, and it might knock them back. So then they can't attack you in their turn when they attack you. So then you don't take damage. So you might not need to play your armor card. But anything you don't play just goes into the discard deck. But so obviously it gets to that point where you've got a lot of fucking cards. You don't really know what you're going to get dealt in your hand. So yeah, you've got to really think about what card you choose at each upgrade to help you rather than hinder you as you go forward. Because you might fuck yourself by picking a card.
Like crafting the deck.
Yeah. So yeah, if you pick a card that's worth, like, it costs loads of mana to play, but you've only got 2 mana all the time, you're never going to play that fucking card, and it's just fucked your deck, because if it keeps coming up, you fucking can't ever play it. But there was one point where I had 2 of these Spellbinder cards for this Gennaro, and they just kept coming up. So I was just like, they cost 0 to play. So I had a point where he was just constantly in play, like it was up plus 33, and he was just there for the next 50 turns or whatever. So I constantly had his buff. And every time I played a blue card, I got another card in my deck, and you get to the point where maybe you found a card that gives you an extra mana point, so you can play that, and it's a 0 cost, you get extra mana point, and then you can play loads of cards, and I was playing like fucking loads and loads of cards. So it's got a lot of depth to it, I think. There's a lot to discover and tinker with. Right. I think probably more so even, maybe. I mean, I don't know. What was the secret to Vampire Survivor's success? Because this is all the same theme, but this is like a different game type. But there's a lot more depth to the actual gameplay in this game, whereas I guess it was all about the discovery of the story. I guess in Vampire Survivors was the thing that you didn't really expect to have.
Yeah, and constantly unlocking new stuff.
Yeah,
right?
yeah.
That was the thing,
I mean, you're doing all that in here as well, so I really like it.
Good.
Where
are you playing that, Neil?
I'm playing this as on Game Pass, so I'm playing it on PC, but I believe my
Game
Xbox.
Pass is going to run out in 10 days.
So anyway, I like it. I'll be playing more of it. They were lasting maybe 10 minutes, but now sometimes they can go on for like a fucking hour or whatever, because you've got so many fucking things. And the more you play, the more you learn about playing the right card at the right time and all these cards. Because if you another thing is, if you start with a 0 card and then you play a 1 card.
No, stop.
But I keep remembering little things like.
No, I know, but I know.
You play the 0 card, then you play the 1 card, that's a combo. And then you play the 2 card after, that's an extra combo. And then you get wild cards that you can play in between, and you can get these fucking mad combos going. So you're still like playing 0 cards, and it's still in a combo, and it's doing like 9 times of whatever damage or whatever that it's supposed to. So, yeah. There's a lot going on, but it's quite basic. It's quite easy to understand.
Right.
Compared to the Black Jacket game, which was like, that looks complicated. This is very simple to understand, but it gets a lot
simple to learn? Would you say
Difficult to
lifetime to
master.
master, Neil?
Yeah, I don't know about a lifetime. Maybe a couple of weeks. I don't know. It's
All
good
right, good.
anyway. I like it.
Sorry, look, sorry. I'm sorry. I'm clock watching.
Yeah,
That's all
obviously.
it is, and I know we've got a ton. There's still a load more on here. Right, who's next? I'll tell you what. I'll go. I'll go. Platform 8. Right, Neil. This is related to you. This is your fault. All right, because you played Exit 8.
Yeah, you bought
and told
Exit
me.
8 and Platform 8.
Well, yeah, they were both on Steam for like
I
$10
feel like
for
Platform
the
8 was the
bundle.
sequel, by the way.
No,
not the
Platform 8
original.
was. I think Platform 8 was the original.
I feel like if you look at the dates that they were released, I'm not sure they were. So.
Were they? No, I thought I checked the date, so maybe I got that wrong because I meant to play the first one first. Anyway, I played Platform 8 and I finished it in the day. I was able to stream it upstairs, so it was just like couch, munged
Am
out
I
on the
getting a
couch
video
and
up for
played it.
this? Probably not, actually.
Not
Spicy
really. I'll be
spoilers.
over it. I know. I'm just going to stream through it. So, like Neil was talking about, sorry,
Exit 8.
I played. Which one did I play?
You played Platform 8.
Fucking hell, he doesn't even know which one he played.
I've lost the plot now. I played the one on the train. So
Yeah.
basically, like Neil was saying before on Exit 8, that's you go round and round and on the same area.
In the subway.
This one is a subway car. Yeah, and this one is you're in the subway car and you travel from one end of the subway car to get through the door at the other, and then you come back into the same subway car. And every time you go through, there's a list of stations, like eight or nine stations, and you're basically every time you go through the car and have a look, it tells you what station is coming up. If it tells you the next station is coming up, then you know you've made progress to the next stage of the puzzle, right? And obviously the goal is to get through the 8 or 9, whatever. And it's
so is it the same thing? If you find something weird, you just go back through the other way you came?
Yeah, it doesn't. Yeah, you have to see. I guess I never totally figured it out how it was working, because sometimes you have to basically spot an anomaly, they call them, and then once you've spotted the anomaly, it lets you progress. But there were definitely occasions where I was like, did I even see the anomaly? And it feels like, and I progressed.
Yeah, but I mean, with Exit 8, the idea was as soon as you saw something that was an anomaly, you literally had to turn back and go back the way you came.
Oh yeah, not this one.
And then if you did that, you would go back to the start, but it would progress, and you'd see station exit 4 or whatever you'd got to.
Yeah, so very similar. This one, sometimes it wouldn't let you out of the train door at the end, so you knew you hadn't done what it wanted you to do. Sometimes
so that's back to the start, then, is it?
No, if you couldn't get through a door, you would just go back and look around a bit more, and what on shit that was around there. And sometimes you would find something had changed when you had your back turned, or you did see something that you hadn't noticed. Anyway, you keep going through, and it's all weird as shit. I mean, I'm sure if you did you finish the other one? Did you say?
The other one I finished in like an hour.
Yeah, right. This one you could, dedicated. I'm sure you could finish it in an hour or two. Nice little time waster. Probably the same thing you would say about yours, Neil. Interesting concept. Nice little time sink.
Nothing freaky. Just a bit like, oh, there was a couple of times I thought, oh, that's quite creepy. I don't want to look at that.
Yeah, there's a couple of creepy things. Mainly it was, there were a couple of weird bits in it and stuff. Yeah. Anyway, it's definitely worth a look. And apparently they've made a movie of it.
Of Exit 8, yeah. I posted the video in the Discord.
Oh, is that how I heard it?
It's out of the cinema right now.
Yeah, that's
in this country.
Yeah. Although
I was like, that's weird. Maybe that's why it went into PS Plus at this particular time, because the movie
why
had just
we're
come
suddenly
out.
all hearing about it, right? Yeah. Guerrilla marketing.
But yeah,
anyway,
the movie looks a little bit more intense, I will say, than the video game that I played, for sure.
Oh, I would imagine. Yeah.
I would have made a shit film of what I played as a video game.
Yeah. But not the worst thing I've ever dived into. It was interesting. It was pretty neat as a piece of software, as a game, I guess. So it's cool. All right, Dave, do you want to grab another one of yours? Maybe do a couple.
Under Par Golf Architect demo.
Cool. We are getting to have to put a lot of words in a video game title to make sure it's unique now.
Basically, Sim Golf 2 demo.
2 what?
Sim Golf 2.
I thought you said Doom.
Did anybody play the original? No, 2. Did anybody play the original Sim Golf?
No.
Never
even heard of it. I don't even know what it is.
It's like Sim World, Sim Park I don't know.
Like
Sim-
golf course simulator, like
yeah,
building them and stuff.
basically, yeah. It's a world builder where you create a golf course and you've got to make the holes good enough for people to attract people, and then they pay their subs and stuff like that. Yeah, it's good. It's good if you like golf. It's good if you like world builders. Um, the the demo has quite a lot to offer, but I suspect everything the game has to offer, minus like the end path. Um, so I've been reading a little bit about it, the actual full game, because the full game has been released, and yeah, it doesn't expand much on the demo. So if you're
What are you trying
interested
to
in
do?
build a build
I,
a golf
I,
course,
how many hours have you got into this?
three and a bit.
Okay. So you're
But
just
I
in a run right now.
in
Is
a
it a run?
run, yeah,
Okay.
one run, yeah. I just sort of opened a golf course. It tutorializes, quite, build a um a, what's it called? Just just one hole, and then you build it, and then you put in the fairway and the rough, and then the sand and the water, um, and you can simulate like how the players will play it, and then you can sort of direct
I,
the AI to
I've got a
optimally
joke
play
for
it.
you.
Go on.
What's a dog's favorite part of the golf course?
What's the dog's favorite part of a golf course?
The rough.
Very
Fucking
good.
hell.
Did you
Uh,
work on that all week?
um, yeah. So, I spelled that wrong. Um, the so yeah,
You like
it's
that,
okay.
didn't you, Neil?
Huh?
If you've played
You
Sim
like
Golf,
that?
if you've played Sim Golf, you know what this game is. It's basically an updated version of that. I liked Sim Golf when it came out. Um, you can play the course as a player. The golf simulation is not great. It's no PGA Tour game.
Links
That's the most recent.
386. No.
Yeah. Um, it it should be. The actual sim golf, like playing the golf of the golf course, should be a lot better, and that is pretty disappointing. Um, even a Mario Golf game pulls off golf like actual technicalities quite like is quite good. Um, this game should do it better. So
Should
that
do
is
better, yeah.
yeah, it's quite disappointing. But the actual planning of the golf course and the other things around it, like the clubhouse and the toilets and the snack sections and everything else around it, and all the staff that you've got to have, that's fine. But um, yeah, it's that I went into this thinking, oh, great, I'll design a golf course and I'll play it. And I designed a golf course, and it was quite fun playing the golf course, but playing it wasn't great. So yeah, that was a demo. From what I've seen of the actual finished game of the reviews and stuff, is it hasn't changed
Is it
that much.
related to this sim golf then?
No,
Have they
no,
just
it's
given
not.
it a different
It's
name?
it's yeah, it's a love child of sim golf. Sim golf as a game that is quite revered throughout the community of Sims as like a really good early like building platform. But yeah, not really. It's not been really realized for a long time as a sim and golf game. So yeah,
Wow.
this one tries to do it. It's not quite there. So yeah,
Okay.
which is disappointing because I like I can manage a good game of golf. I'm not very good at playing it, but yeah, I do like the all the aspects of it.
Maybe they'll patch it up. Maybe get some updates and stuff.
Maybe, yeah, yeah. That is the consensus on
It's
all
not
the Steam
1.0,
reviews. And
right?
stuff.
So
I'm not sure if it is, but there's that a lot of people are thinking it's going to be better the more they work on it, but whether they work on it or
It
not,
looks
I
more
don't know.
polished than other isometric game you had.
Yes, yeah, no, yeah.
All right. What else you got?
Outworld Station. Outworld Station.
Dave's the best. He comes up with all this weird shit.
Oh, I know. It's all these weird games. Outworld Station is fantastic, actually.
Is this what
Oh.
has Sumu been playing this game? I
Hang
feel
on. We got a fantastic here. This is good. Okay, what do we got, Dave?
So, Outworld Station is a game based in space. The premise is the solar system has been gobbled up by a black hole, and we've
again.
yeah, automatically like sent humanity out to a far-fetched part of the galaxy, and unfortunately we only had the ability to send us there, but now we've got to build industry and a way of getting further away from this massive black hole from the galaxy that's gobbling up the galaxy. So we've got to mine for resources, which is iron and other stuff. Can't remember what it is. Carbon
Iron.
and
And other stuff.
yeah, and stuff. Yeah, the same basic resources that you've got to mine for other stuff in all these other games.
Games journalism at its finest.
Do they make spaceships out of iron? I reckon that probably
Well,
isn't great.
you use that iron to make other stuff. And
Lead.
yeah, it's quite simplistic, but it is enjoyable. You are presented with you get put into an area which has lots of different asteroids around it, and you've got to collect the asteroids and put them into like an incinerator basically, and it takes out because asteroids are not just one component. There's lots of different ones, and it automatically divides them, and then you put them into machines to refine them and make more complicated things. And you start with plates, and you get to the like computers, and like you've got to have a series of different machines to transform these materials and things that you make into other materials and more complicated things. Until when you're actually creating other spaceships to explore further things.
Okay, this game is brilliant if you're Dave.
It's really good. I started this game and I basically I started as like, oh, this is really simple, and I started playing it, and then like I very quickly realized, no, I've got to be extremely careful.
Does this get the Dave 3 a.m.
Yeah,
stamp of approval?
it does, because like it's actually like, no, this is a lot more complicated than I realized, and like I had to prioritize production, like routines, and where things get stored and how, like, where they get sent off to. You not only build the machines, but you optimize where the items from these machines are being sent to around different sort of central area, your spaceship, your sort of not spaceship, but like space station.
The hunk of iron.
Yeah, you primarily are a drone,
Little probe.
a little probe basically, and this is probably the first one of these games that I have actually enjoyed where there is a enemy, and I've enjoyed interacting, and you have upgrade paths and things that you can upgrade of your drone, your probe, that you fight and manage the enemy around your space station, and various other mines and sort of outposts and things like that. Yeah, I've played about 6 or 7 hours of this, and
So
I've got
far.
to quite far. I've played it a couple of times. Apparently there is online co-op. I know I did open to online co-op, and somebody joined and said, "Do you speak German?" I was like, You're asking if I'm speaking German in English?" So I was like, "No, I don't speak German," and then they left. So,
9.
and,
You should have said.
and it was just like, that's really weird.
Which would have really have confused him.
Yeah.
Yes,
yeah,
I speak German.
yeah. but yeah, it's so I've done the first area and I've got to the second area, and it's introduced a lot more complicated concepts with piping and
It's not very
organic.
expensive either, is it?
It's not a very expensive game. Um, it's it's really enjoyable. Um, like was it 10 quid, 11 quid, something like that I paid. Um, yeah, I've put in quite a lot of hours and I've enjoyed it. It yeah. If you like these types of games, the sort of base building and factory
I
style.
know there's one of these out there for me, so I may try this, and I'll tell you why. Because I'm just curious to find one. The problem I had with the last one, which was Satisfactory,
Yep.
was
It was
it
too
was
good.
just it was too slow to build stuff. I
Right.
wasn't interested in being a first person building game, right? You know, where
Yeah.
I literally was walking to shit and stuff. Like,
Hmm.
you know,
What do
I
you
want to
want out of one of these?
I want to be able to point and click and shit happens when it
Yeah.
So
happens.
Yeah.
you
You know,
don't
Yeah.
want to
I don't want to be
walk
constrained by
around, fly
actions. I want to
around.
be just
Yeah. There is
You
it's
played
2D, but
Factorio.
there
Is
is
it
there is
Factorio
a
or
3D
RimWorld?
plane. There
yeah,
is
maybe one of those
like,
I should try.
but you don't have to use the 3D plane in this. There's like you can build up levels, but you don't have to. It is primarily on the 2D, the same plane as everything else.
Right.
Everything in your area is on one plane, so you're not having to go like 3D. You don't
Right.
have to worry about that. There is some exploration. You've got to discover various things, and there's things to find like shipwrecks and like basically baddies that you've got to deal with. But that, like, especially when you start, it's quite easy to work that out. Um, so yeah, it is a real. I think as a game, if you want to get into one of these, it's a really good starting point. Because as I say, it's not
It's a
too
demo.
complicated. There is
Demo
a
or
demo.
in? Okay.
I think there is a demo. Can't remember. Or
No, there isn't.
there used to be a demo.
It's only 20
No,
bucks.
I hate it when they do that.
All right. Okay. So that one you'll be playing again next week.
Yep.
All right.
Oh,
What
that
else we got?
reminds me. Speaking of things that you're going to play again next week that we haven't heard about for about a month, what happened with Crimson Desert? Did I ask that last week?
You did. I did play. I've played it. I haven't. Done a few missions. I've got not much
Is it
more.
just fallen off then? Not
No,
that
it's
good.
not fallen off. I have played it. It's just I've just not got a lot to talk about it really.
Fair enough.
Um, there is it's a really big game, and I've read various things about it, and there's been so many updates and stuff, but I just haven't got that far or touched in it. There's people on my playlist, my friend list has played it for like 70, 80, 90 hours, and I'm like, I've only put 12, 13 into it. I've not
Yeah.
done a lot. So like I'm not even anywhere near where like the story or anything of those. So I've just been smashing through missions. Well, not even missions, like one or two missions at playtime, and then I save it and I shut it down. So, um, yeah, I'm still playing it, but not. I've not been smashing
It's not
through it like
taken over your
no,
whole playtime.
yeah, nope, nope, nope.
Okay. Uh, you want to finish?
I've
Who's got
I'll
stuff
talk about
left?
my last one. I'll talk about my last one. Um, the Battlefield 6 has just progressed to its season 3. Um, the main addition to season 3 is a proper conquest map. Can't remember the name of it now, but it's actually a proper sized conquest map
Season 3, did you say?
season 3, where the use of jets and bombers and attack helicopters is meaningful because the map is large enough that you can actually use them. It is a bit of a disappointment that it's a rehash of a Battlefield 5 map, but
Uh,
it was the most loved Battlefield 5 map.
what was I going to say? So, new maps, it says on this video. Are they
Yes.
available to everybody, regardless of
Yeah.
purchase level?
Yeah. You just got to
Cool.
find them. There's one specific one in the multiplayer sort of rotation at the moment, but there is a few more, and if you look into the server browser, you'll be able to find them. But yeah, the main one is the big one. Is the Battlefield? I can't remember the name of it.
There's
But
a
it's
golf
Battlefield 5
buggy
map.
I'm seeing.
That's not the new one. That's an older one. That's
It looks alright though.
But it is still very fun. That one. That one doesn't come up often in the conquest mode, but it's very fun. Yeah. Battlefield be battlefielding. And everybody is happy that there is the larger map, and everybody wants more larger maps. Because the main issue is the maps are quite small. Even the conquest modes.
Can't really
maps
do
on-
jets on small maps, can you?
No, it's basically you do one run on one specific flag, and then you've got to turn
And
around.
then you're out.
And-
It's like get him back in the map. You're like,
Yeah,
oh, fuck's sake.
pretty much, yeah.
I mean, a
It
fucking
is.
jet. It goes at like 700 miles per hour.
So, but this new map, this season 3 map, is that you can actually have a proper use of it across the whole map. So, yeah.
All right.
It's good. I'll continue to play it because I do love my Battlefield 6.
It's your palate cleanser, isn't it?
It is. Yep.
Okay. Thanks for that.
Let
then.
me go. Then you can finish on your. You two can chat.
Okay. No spoilers though.
No. I streamed a game this week.
Should we just talk about streaming for a second and
Go
just
on then.
mention the fact that there seems to be some streaming activity here in case anyone hasn't noticed. Pilch was streaming to Discord, but then started streaming to Twitch, which seemed better for people aren't really coming into the Discord to watch. So Pilch, you've been streaming on Twitch, and Neil, you've been streaming on Twitch.
Yeah, I did a session the other night.
I'm going to do a session. I want to get that and start getting motivated. So check the Twitch channel, people, because there should
We
be.
might be online, not just on a Friday night.
There might be some more streaming going on. Yeah, well, I mean, like if I stream in the evenings, it's going to be like a different, time zone and stuff. So cool.
Yeah.
Sorry, go on.
Yeah. Anyway, so I streamed a couple of hours of Demon's Souls, PlayStation 5 version, obviously, because I'm not playing that janky old piece of shit off from the PS3.
Question. So if we're streaming PS5, because I could stream PS5 too.
Yeah,
no camera,
I don't
right?
know if that's going to work because I'm logged in on my PS5 with the Seal podcast, so I don't. That's why I said in the chat I've logged in on my PS5. I don't know if it'll let you log in. It might do.
No.
It might do.
But my question was more like, are you streaming with a camera?
No. You need to buy a PlayStation 5 camera.
Oh, okay.
Which is about 50 quid, and they don't make them anymore. So it'll probably be about 100 quid. See.
Right on.
So I don't know if that'll happen. There is a way I could do it if I buy a capture card, but I looked at capture cards, and they were more expensive.
50 quid. Yeah.
I can just plug a USB cam in, but I'm not going to.
Yeah.
Because I play on the couch, and I'm 20 foot away from the telly anyway, so all you're going to see.
But you're off what, the Xbox?
Yeah.
Yeah. Okay.
Yeah.
No, I'm just curious. Okay.
Anyway, so Demon's Souls. I did play this before, and I stopped playing it. So I think
it's funny you've been playing this because I looked at this on PlayStation a couple of days ago. I went, should I play that? And I was like,
yeah, you should.
I watched a bit of this stream. All I saw was
looking PS5
rolling around, hitting someone on the back of the heel again. Is that not what I've watched the last time?
I don't know. It's not like that the whole fucking time. That guy was fucking gigantic. I couldn't hit him in the head until he fell over.
So
and I had to knock him in the
what is
heels
the point
to
of
knock
him
him
being
over.
that big if the only way you can hit him is on the back of his leg?
Well,
Doesn't
when he
make
fell
sense.
over, I got round to smack him in the head until he was dead. As I said on the stream.
I didn't get that far.
No. Anyway, I like it.
why are you playing this again? Not that we need to talk about.
Just got a little bit of like a hankering for a proper Souls game, and I was like, I'm going to have another crack at that because I never really felt like I properly went for it last time. I can't remember why. Like I said, I feel like.
Or you didn't finish it now?
I didn't finish it. I didn't get anywhere near finishing it. It's quite a big game.
Yeah, I remember people talking about this like.
What, the OG?
2020, wasn't it?
Well, this came out at launch, basically.
Yeah, and they were saying how great it was.
I mean, it's still one of the best looking games on the PS5. I think it looks pretty fucking great. it looks a lot better than any of the other Souls games. Put it that way.
I
'Cause-
played a little bit of it not long ago, and I actually did like it. But my problem is every time I play these games, I play them for a little bit, and then it kicks the living shit out of me, and I just go, and then
Yeah,
I get
nah,
frustrated trying to go get my shit
I'd-
back, and
I
then
think,
I always end up in
but
this ball of rage every time I play them.
I don't. I mean, I've
How
played
you
a lot
do
of
it.
them, so I don't. There was a time I do like go bollocks when I die with all my but like it's early days. You don't ever really have that much to lose. It's a bit annoying when you think, oh, I've got enough to level up, but it doesn't take that long to get it back again, even if you don't get back to where you died. And it depends how you're playing. If you're playing as a strictly melee class, then it's a lot harder. If you play as like a knight, like the Temple Knight, I believe, is one of the best starting classes because it's quite strong, and I think it already starts quite leveled up, so you can take a bit of damage before you die and all that sort of shit. But I find that the melee, strictly melee, is definitely the hardest way to play. I would say, like if you've got no magic, and you literally have to get right up next to things to hit them, then that is the most dangerous way, I guess, to play because you're more likely to get hit when you're up close. Because some of the things can't fucking hit you from like 20 yards away because they've got a fucking pickaxe or whatever, and you can just like swish your little magic wand and a fucking couple of hits and they're dead. So maybe for starters,
Who
a
told you my
magic
wand was
character.
little?
What?
You said my wand was
Oh,
little.
you did. Called a catalyst in this game, just to let you know. And mine's silver.
Is it polished?
It's quite shiny. I do carry around a sword as well, so you do get to have the melee action fun as well.
A pork sword.
No, that would be a bit rubbish. It's I was rolling around with a scimitar, which I'd leveled up a bit, but I've now got a rapier, which does a lot of pokey stabbing, which is good because it does a different type of damage. Obviously, like a swishy scimitar, curved sword, does a lot of slash damage, and the pokey rapier does a lot of pierce damage, and
I thought
that
you were going to say
matters.
pokey damage.
That matters in these games, like things like where you go. There's a place you go called it's the Chieftain King place, which is where it's all like blacksmithy, and there's lots of fire there, and things are resistant to fire damage largely, but weak to magic damage, and they're hard. So, like a slashy thing doesn't do a lot of damage, but a pokey thing does good damage on hard things.
Gotcha.
So it helps to know a bit about stuff like the mechanics. I would definitely recommend if you do play these games, don't just have a little look at like some help. There's loads of fucking
Get
websites.
a little bit of a helping hand, yeah.
Yeah, don't necessarily need a walkthrough. I mean, you could probably do need a walkthrough on some of them because they're
No,
fucking
you know
well
what you
convoluted.
need? 10 things I wish I knew about Demon Souls before I played
Yeah, but there's
on
like
YouTube.
every area has different, like all the enemies have different strengths and weaknesses. So it depends. Like you need to tailor your playstyle to the area that you're in, shit like that. I've not found myself dying that often in this playthrough. I have played a lot of these games, but I feel like I'm a bit rusty at the same time. So, yeah, I'm just for some reason this time around, I'm just enjoying it a lot more. I feel like I don't know what I was.
You've had a bit of a break though as well. Haven't
Yeah,
you,
it's been a while, and I'm like,
Yeah.
I've played a few of the pretenders to the thrones, non-Souls. I mean, this technically isn't a Souls game, FromSoft game, because it's like
Isn't
a
it?
remake. It's Bluepoint remade it,
Oh, yeah.
but it's obviously
Rest
very
in
much
peace.
based on the I think it's Bluepoint. But yeah, it's obviously based on an original game made by FromSoft, but this is not that game at all because this
Really?
actually looks pretty fucking nice for one.
Yeah.
And it doesn't really kick your ass anywhere near as much as the original Demon Souls because that was fucking rock hard. And yeah, so I've picked a different class this time. I'm a royalty or something, which means I've got strong magic, but I'm not a pure magician. So I've got a bit of dexterity, so I can use. Well, I haven't got the strength to use some proper bows. What do you call it? Proper bow. I tell you, Craig David, isn't
Right on.
it? And I can use a crossbow, but not particularly well. So I suppose basically I'm just using magic and a pokey sword largely at the moment, and I've got a little shield, which I don't really do the parrying. Fucking too hard. If you fuck it up, you just get smashed. So I've now got a sword that will block 100% physical damage. But you do have like a, what do they call it in these games? It's like stance. So if you just stand there and try and block everything, eventually you get staggered and then you're completely open and you get absolutely destroyed.
Right.
There are definitely some enemies that can really stitch you up, but I think I've done every boss I've tried, I've done within 2 times. Because basically, I have done them before, A, and B, I did look at them and I'm like, there's one that I know I'm about to do in the blacksmith area, and it's a spider, damn it. I was like, I've played this before. I know there was a way to just stand somewhere and fucking cheese that boss. You could just stand well out of the way and just keep attacking it. And I was like, I'd been rocking around this whole fiery area with my fire spell on, and I was like, I hadn't really thought about it too much because it did seem to be working on the basic enemies. But when I read it up, it was like, the spider boss is highly resistant to fire damage. I was like, bollocks, I brought the wrong fucking spell here, so I now need to leave this area and go and get my actual magic damage spell. But because I'd unlocked the whole area, it's quite easy to just run back to the boss now. One thing I do know, because generally the thing with these games is there's like a fog gate, a fog wall.
Yeah.
And usually that's a boss. But in this game, there's mini fog walls where you just go through and it's like, it's nothing there. It's nothing bad. I think generally the boss ones have big doors, big bits of fog. And there's like little archways with like a bit of fog, and you just go through the fog and it's like, oh, there's nothing here. So you just potter on. It's just like another bit of a map.
You wait. It's gonna.
Yeah, it's gonna fuck you at one point with that. You're like, oh, there's nothing gonna be here, and they'll be like, do a cutscene, and you're like, shit, it's the fucking boss, and I've not got the right shit. But yeah, I don't think anyone else still does it quite the same. It's just something about them that are just a little bit better than all the others. And yeah, this time I'm playing and enjoying
you do
it
make
so
me want to
far.
go and have another go at it.
So I don't, like I said, they don't really. There's nothing else quite like it. Even the ones that are quite like it aren't really like it. It's like this one has got a lot more. I guess it's a bit easier to find the story because you just talk to people. When you do, I mean, that's kind of always how it works. You talk to people. Nothing really. There's no story to push you along or tell you to go somewhere. You just they're sort of open linear. It's weird. You've only got one way through to start with, but once you've gone round, you can unlock a load of shortcuts, and it's a different map by the time you finish going around an area. So yeah, I'll be playing that again. I've done a bit more since I did my stream, so I might do another stream. Who knows? But we need to be a bit more coordinated if everyone's going to start streaming, because
well, that's not difficult. That's what WhatsApp's for. WhatsApp's for.
Pilch.
Okay.
Talk us about Forza.
You're muted.
Oh no.
Are you muted?
No, can't hear you.
It's not out to us $23.99 a month subscribers. It's only if you pay for the Ultimate Edition, which is like 80 quid. I think it's 17th. 17th, 19th. Okay, yeah, next week.
No, it said 3 days.
Next week.
Yeah, I don't know.
It's only the 12th to the 14th today. I don't know what the fuck day it is.
We've already discussed.
Is it? Okay.
I feel like it's Tuesday, probably.
Okay.
That's usually, it's either Tuesday or a Friday, and the Xbox stuff comes out generally.
But you're gonna be all over that, aren't you, Pilch?
Oh fuck me, yeah.
Have you seen? I've seen a lot of good reviews. So
it's just the same as all the others, but just gonna look a bit nicer in it.
All right.
Yeah.
All the cars, everything else is exactly the same. They keep going on about this massive list of cars. Yeah, the exact same fucking list of cars they had in all the other games.
There'll be a few new ones. That new Ferrari that I've been playing in Gran Turismo, that's a pretty cool car. I'm assuming that'll be in there.
Right. As opposed to the other 27 Ferraris that are in the game. Yeah.
Can't sniff at a new
Okay.
Ferrari.
Let's move on then to this last one, please. My stomach's grumbling. So Forza will be out next week, right?
Yes.
Yes.
Okay.
I
All right.
think
Good.
I'm probably going to play it as well, I would imagine.
Okay. I, as some of you are aware, I don't think I've been on the show since, but I got Resident Evil Requiem came in from the library, and I got it, and I started playing it, and I was like, this is okay, I guess, until it wasn't okay. It was fucking amazing, and I just went and played through the whole thing, and yeah, finished that off a few days ago. I think I ended up 4 days over my week, so it took me just over a week to get into it. Very good. I know Pilch has talked about it a lot, and other people have talked about it a lot, so I'm not going to spend too much time on it. But I did make some notes, so I'll try and go run through these notes. This is very professional, isn't it? Oh, we've lost Pilch. Great, because he's the person I needed to talk to about these notes. Where, in fact, I had notes. Where are they? Here they are. Is there any point? Pilch, you there?
That was me. I was just fucking about. Sorry.
Okay. All right. So here's my. I'm sure that won't fuck Craig up at all. Okay. Let's. My notes here are. I thought the running was a bit janky. On who are we playing? Leon, right?
Yeah.
Yeah. I didn't really. I thought that was a bit janky, so I didn't really. I don't know. That's just one of these notes I got
I've
here.
always found all Resident Evils a little bit janky though. So for you to say it is a bit surprising.
It was just jankier than I expected. I mean, she doesn't really run around much at all.
No,
Well, you
she's
played
very
first
slow.
person Grace and third person Leon.
I played it as they laid it
Yeah,
out.
so but
first
Pilch
person
played
Grace.
first person Leon, so obviously hasn't had quite the same experience.
No.
Anyway,
You can
not that I'm
perhaps
saying,
because you can see more of his before because you can see more of his body. You maybe it feels the way he moves. Is it the movement or the
no,
look?
I think it was just at points where I was just trying to explore around quickly, and
Okay.
and you know what? And I also didn't like the fact run was on my left stick to press. I mean, why couldn't I have it in the old school like it was A, press forward and A, and they run, right? But I guess there's less emphasis on him running. Anyway, that's it. That was just one of the points. My other
Wasn't there a
point here I
trigger
had.
to run? Didn't you used to pull a trigger to run?
I think it may have changed. I think in 5 that I'm playing right now, you press A, right? Forward and A, and they run. But whatever, it doesn't matter. It was fine. It's just a note. It's just a note. It's not like definitive here. My second note is I thought the knife sharpening or his sharpening when he sharpens stuff.
Yeah.
I hope that came through. I thought that was brilliant. I love doing that. Anyway, so yeah, his knife sharpening that was great. I've got here one bullet was not removed, and then it was oh yeah, that was it. I quite liked, you know, when I went to pick shit up and I could only, I think I had to drop like one bullet, and I left the area and I came back and the one bullet was still there. Do you know what I mean? Like it didn't screw you over if you didn't pick shit up.
Yeah,
right? It was still there for later. So it was quite generous in that. So I like that. There was more blood in this than I think I've ever seen in a video game. There's
yeah,
one.
there was a lot. Yeah.
Yeah, that was pretty full on. There's one bit with later on. I had no problems finishing the game. I don't know about you. I played on original with the typewriter ribbons. I found it quite brutal at the beginning with the typewriters.
Right. Well, I dropped it pretty quick once I read, but there seemed to be more. Once you were in the areas where you could keep going back, like when you was in the police station.
Yeah.
You could always keep going back to that room. So maybe I could have upped it back to be ribbon saves only, but I left it on whichever I was on.
Yeah, I would say the thing about the typewriter saves is at first it seemed quite limiting at the start because you don't have many typewriter ribbons. But then as you go, every time you find a typewriter, it gives you a couple of ribbons anyway. Plus you can start crafting them. And then I was going to say, I didn't struggle with this game really at all. And the reason for that is it really is about being efficient. Like it was about exploring. If you explore everywhere and find every bullet and make sure you pick up and are efficient with your killing and don't waste shit, at the times when you need a lot of firepower, you have it. Like I didn't
I
use the
still feel
Requiem.
like, honestly, from playing 4, I felt like every time there was a big sort of set piece, you're going to use a shitload of ammo. You'd just be running out of ammo, and then that was when you killed them. It's like,
You're
are
not
you just
wrong. I
doing
had that
all the
thought.
time?
Yeah, you're spot on as well, because I had that thought. It was like I've been stockpiling ammo for the last 3 hours, and then suddenly I get into a fight and it absolutely takes me down to my last bullet. How is that
Yeah.
possible?
Yeah.
But I will say the Requiem, I didn't use it until the final boss. And only then
Yeah,
it was
I
like, oh
didn't use
shit,
it.
I've never used it. So I was more than tooled up, right? But if you play efficiently and you level up your guns, if you play in Resident Evil, if you play it efficiently, the game is fine, right?
Yeah.
There are a couple of points that were hard,
I
but
feel like
my
that's a
favorite.
new thing because I honestly believe that in the old games you really could fuck yourself up with if you weren't absolutely perfect, you'd get to points where it was just impossible because I've got no fucking bullets, and it
I
didn't
think
do that
anything
thing where you're
before
just about to
4,
run out of bullets
maybe
and that's when you kill thing. And now it's like now I just can't
See,
kill it. I'm just trying to poke it with a knife and it's
how
just
many
killing me.
times did you knife people?
not very often.
No, because you had loads of bullets. You didn't have to.
Well, I found the knives very inefficient anyway. They weren't really that great.
No.
They either
Unless
broke or
you,
they're unless it was
yeah,
the
no, unless
R2 parry, or the where you
The
stick it in their
knives
head.
break again and
yeah,
again. Yeah,
But the
that's
knives
yeah.
annoying.
Once
break and all
you'd
that
knocked
shit.
someone back and then you used your sort of
Knife
death
to finish them
move,
off.
that was
Yeah,
that was all right. But just using it just as a general weapon, it weren't worth shit because it was blunt
No.
after 3 or 4
Like I'm
swacks.
playing 5 with Stan, and I'll shoot someone in the knee, and then I'll knife them to death.
Mm.
But it's not the same in this one. I also have in here the R1 button for instant health. Was great. I love the fact that you
Oh,
can.
I kept giving myself health when I didn't fucking
Well,
need
I
to.
kept doing that as well because every
Oh,
time I went to
Jesus.
use the knife, I pressed R1 by accident, and the amount of med kits I wasted was unbelievable. But in the middle of fights, just to quickly hit an R1,
Yeah.
you
Better
didn't
than
go.
having to go through. Because, I mean,
Briefcase.
I think you could still put it on your D-pad
Yeah, but
as
even if
a,
you did that, you've got an extra button press in there
yeah, that's
to
what I
call
mean.
it.
You
Yeah,
could have it on there because that's where it used to be a lot of times.
yeah.
I
But
used
to
to
have
go
it
with my
just on a click of a
briefcase. It was like
button.
pause, briefcase, take the thing. Shh.
Yeah, that's actually better
They're
than
still
doing it
in there.
on the D-pad because it stops it and then
It's
you
instant
go away
heal
with it.
while you're
Yeah.
in the briefcase, and then you're fully healed when you come out of the
Yeah,
briefcase.
exactly.
Yeah.
So I thought that was pretty good. The blood system and crafting, I wasn't too sure about that, and then I ended up loving it. I thought that was brilliant.
Yeah.
It just
Yeah.
seemed to
Yeah.
work. It did
And
work,
and it tells
and
you on the map where there's blood when you've killed someone or
right, there's blood
it always
remaining for
tells
you
you
to go
anyway. So
get.
if you need to quick
Yeah,
top up, you can always find where you left.
right.
Because when you hit a maximum, when you fill it up, that like if you need 20 to fill it up and this blood pile's 50, it'll leave 30 on the floor and you can come back later and take
which
the extra
feeds back
30,
to
which
what I
is
was
good.
saying about before. If you're efficient about getting everything,
Yeah.
like I got to a point where I was like, shit, I've got way too much blood. Okay, I'll just craft some med kits or I'll craft some bullets or something like
Hmm.
that or whatever. And I was worried that I was using it when I shouldn't have been using it, but actually that was fine. I just ended up.
There was
I mean, I
plenty.
had
There was
so much
always.
shit left at the end of it.
Yeah.
So I thought that was great. I thought the death scenes were amazing. Like certainly, like there's like they do it so well. There's this one bit, and it's a minor spoiler, but we've seen it in 100 games. You got to fight this guy with a chainsaw, and you're shooting him, and you do certain types of damage to him. But the game is very clever. It knows that you're going to try and do whatever it is you're doing a third time, and it throws in a curveball and says you can't fucking do that. And so the guy ends
Yeah.
up killing you, and then it has this animation, which is just
Yeah.
well, you can use your imagination with the
I loved
chainsaw.
it when they chainsaw when they dropped or you dropped the chainsaw. If you got near it, it'd fucking chop your leg off. When it was just fucking just.
It was really good. It's really good. And here's the last thing I had on here. Did you notice when you were back in Raccoon City? There's a point where you're back in the city and you're going
Mhm.
around one of the buildings. There was a Mr. Tofu outside the building. Pokes his head round outside the window.
Yes. Yeah. You can
What
shoot
the
that.
fuck was that
Oh,
about?
it's just There's. I looked to see what it was because I kept thinking Yeah, if you turn round, it was like here in the window, wasn't it? Just hello, like that. He went. I googled it to see what it was, and apparently it's some callback to Resident Evil 2 or something. But I didn't know what the
Okay.
fuck it was.
I don't
You
know.
can
I
shoot
don't-
him.
Yeah, I did shoot him, but I don't know if
Yeah.
anything happened. But
No,
anyway,
I think he just made noise and.
that was a bit odd. So I
Ooh,
don't know.
that's
He's on my
rude.
Yeah.
notes. Anyway, so that's all I have in
No
my notes.
tofu for you.
But I will say that I thought it was bloody brilliant. It definitely makes my top 5, possibly makes my top 3 Resident Evil games of all time.
Not the
I
top
think
one.
it probably not the top one, but top 3 for maybe top 3.
We're
I
talking
preferred
Requiem
Village.
4 and 2, are we?
4 remake, I think, is top.
4
maybe.
is good, yeah. 4 and
5.
7 is Village.
5 has given me so much enjoyment. It's got to be next.
8's Village.
Oh, yeah, I see. I don't know what the fucking numbers
Village.
are.
No, I like Village.
Yeah, I like Village.
I don't.
One
but
of
I
these
think,
days, I'm just going to randomly play one of these games and
have
think
you
it's
not
the best
played
ever,
any of
but
them, Dave?
I haven't played any of them. No.
Oh, you should.
Whatever.
Yeah, you should play RE4 remake. It's cheap.
I've
right now.
Yeah,
played
I mean-
Resident Evil 1 and 4.
If you play 4
I
Remake,
think,
then the only one
years
you can
and
play
years ago.
after that is fucking Requiem, probably. Or Village.
Oh,
Village
you
and
could play
Requiem.
Village and Requiem. Yeah. Yeah.
Yeah,
No,
I'll
I
have
thought
to
it was.
give it a
No,
go.
I just in a nutshell, and just to wrap things up, I thought it was brilliant. And I was gutted to give it back to the library actually, because as soon as I finished it, I wanted to play it again. And
Is
start
it
unlocking
Goodbye.
is
more
it going to be Game of the
Yeah.
Year for you? What else have you played?
Who knows?
Is anywhere near as good as that?
Yeah, probably so far. There's.
I've got news for you, chaps. Fuck all else is coming out this year other than Grand Theft Auto.
Yeah. Well, that won't be my game of the year. So.
No,
I won't be playing that.
I'm not paying
Subnautica
80 quid.
2,
Well, no.
what about that?
So do we know how much do you think it's going to be this fucking game?
100.
100 quid for the base.
Well, no, I don't know. I reckon it'll be 80 quid. If you pay 100 quid, you might get. Oh, they're not doing online, are they? Don't know. Or are they doing online? They've not really said anything about that.
Not straight away, I don't think.
It
Well, it
didn't
took
come
a
out
year
straight away
last
last
time.
time.
No,
didn't
it's
it?
not
Yeah.
PC straight away. That's for sure. They must have an
No.
online for the consoles straight away.
Well, it didn't
They
come out
must.
straight away last time, did it? 5 was a single player, and then the online came out later, as I recall. And then it came out PC a lot later. But PC is not their core audience. That's why it's not coming out for PC.
No.
Even though I can't believe that is not the biggest platform for the roleplay shit and all that stuff. That's just insane. You can't do that on console.
Don't know.
So,
I don't know. Anyway, look, I gotta wrap it up because my dinner is ready a while ago now. So thank you very much, everyone.
We like to know
Dave,
what you're having for your dinner, Fraser.
I don't know. I can just hear pots and pans being banged around, and my wife
Oh.
poked her head through the door
Okay.
10 minutes ago. So that means something.
Need to get your ass downstairs.
That's right.
Right. Thank you for listening to the Seal Podcast. If you'd like to ask questions or get involved, you can contact us on our web form, which is at sealpodcast.com. You can also contact us on our email, which is sealpodcast@gmail.com, or you can join us on our Discord server. A link is pinned on social medias and websites. We have YouTube and Twitch channels, which we upload and stream to. Neil, chat.
Just Andy tonight. Thanks for
Just
joining,
Andy.
Andy.
Just never just Andy.
Well, okay.
Damn.
It was only Andy that joined the chat.
All right. Thanks, Andy. Much appreciated.
Thanks,
Good to have you
Andy.
around. Thanks, everyone, for the questions. Thanks for listening. Thanks, guys. And we'll see you next week.
See you next time.
Later.
Bye.